What up, guys? I think we are live. Are we all good? I believe so. Let's take a look. See how we're doing. Is the audio working? Is video working? First time streaming, so make sure everything's all good. We all in? Give me a little feedback to see if it is on. We going? We good? All right. Yo, Jason, is it good? Said looks and sounds like crap. Oh, you're being rude. Oh, I see. I see how it is. So who we got in here? All right, I got, yeah, the rude guy, Jason. Fucking Hammersticks. He's the guy that pimped out and modded the Cyberpunk case. So he did an awesome job. I can't wait to do another one with you. It is gonna be awesome. Looks like we got PC Philanthropy in here. What else we got? Excited for all you guys to join. My first time streaming. I'm excited. We got a pretty cool PC build. It's gonna be about an $1,800 PC build. Depends on if we want to use RGB fans or not. $1,800 is with the included fans in the Lian Li case. And then, so we'll be building in this bad boy today. And if we wanted to use the deep cool fans, they're non-RGB, but if we want to use some RGB, let me know. Then that bumps up the cost, you know, to about $2,200. Using the Corsair QL120s with the Commander Pro. So do you guys want to see RGB, or do you want to see it to be only about $1,800, no RGB fans? RGB, says Cami. Yeah, I think so too. How much storage? Yeah, it looks shiny. I love Lian Li cases. These cases are awesome. They are. This one's a little older, so this is from Newegg. All these, so it's gonna be a Newegg Now video. And so this one, I wasn't able to get a hold of the mesh, but this one is the Lancool II, and it's got a cool PSU shroud, and you know, it's got the cool swing open tempered glass panels. It's got RGB, or the non-RGB fans, which is fine. 3.5 inch drive, hard drive bays, and then yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So that'll look pretty cool once it's all done. You know, because I think there's an RGB strip, I think, in the front, so I think that'll look pretty cool. So I'm gonna build that bad boy. I am definitely a Lian Li fanboy. They make some good quality stuff. I just got the O11D Mini. I think I actually got both of them. I think I got the black and the white coming, so I'm excited. I think that got delayed a little bit. Who else got that case? Or who else is a Lian Li fanboy? So what I'll do is, so that's the case, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna use MSI motherboard, the Meg B55 Tomahawk, or the B550 Tomahawk motherboard, and then we're gonna do Deep Cool Castle 240EX fucking Hammersticks, or Jason. He is definitely aware of the Deep Cool. He's a Deep Cool mod in Discord, in the Deep Cool's Discord. Then we're going to do the Corsair, the ARM 750X PSU, and we're going to do the, let's see here, storage is going to be Samsung 970 EVO, which is a great price on those bad boys. Not the Pro, we don't need the Pro for a little more read and writes. And then we got Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro 2 RAM sticks, 16 gig, 32 megahertz. And then I believe the CL, CAS latency, is 16 on that, so that's good. What up, Morrow? What's up, big guy? And then we're going to be using the Ryzen 7 3700X. So, and then I think, let's do RGB, right? RGB fans. Let's grab these. So we'll do these Corsair QL 120s with the Commander Pro to be able to control all the fan speeds and then the RGB. And what I like about the QLs versus my Lian Li over here is the LL. These QLs look good no matter what, if you have it on, you know, intake or exhaust. They have RGB on that, so both sides look good either way. A little more pricier, but these are definitely pretty sweet. One of the things I don't like about them, there's so many wires, right? I know, ridiculous. Lian Li killed it with their Unifan. I don't know if you saw my video on that, but I need to get some more Unifans. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Paulo, Cami, Plane? Let's see here once. So, all right. So let's start off. Who here has built, or maybe let's do this. Who here hasn't built a PC? So should I assume that most people have? I don't need to go. Maybe I'll do like a little video on like building a PC for beginners. Go more in depth on like why I'm doing things. I don't know if I need to do that right now. We'll see. So let me know if you haven't built a PC. If you have any questions, you know, let me know. Jason has not have the parts and I know how to build it. Sweet. I'm building my first PC. Nice. The Model O is scarily pretty good. Price especially on January. Sweet. Where can we get the Unifans? I believe that I did see, did Newegg have some available? I know everything's pretty much sold out. That's one of the things, I forgot the GPU. One of the things that I hate about this COVID crap right now, man, nothing is in stock. Shipping is delayed. Everything's pricey. So we're gonna do the EVGA 2070 Super that I've had before. Even getting this stuff from Newegg, they were like, always sold out of GPUs. It's ridiculous. So I'm just gonna use mine. I think I got a link to it that is out of stock. And then I think there was someone that wanted like $2,300 for that 2070 Super. It's absolutely ridiculous. The PC stock, the components are just ridiculous. Actually, GPUs are insane. So I can't wait for this stuff to be over. Let's get some, I can't even get a 3080 right now. I'm gonna have to be one of those guys that are actually standing in line. It's ridiculous. So, all right, cool. Well, let's get started. I haven't built a PC this month for reasons we all know. Yeah, PC Philanthropy, he is building a pretty cool build for veterans. You should check out his Twitter. He's got some pics of a pretty cool case that he painted. Looks amazing. Looks like an old World War II plane. It looks pretty sick. So he's doing that right now. Cool. All right. Boombastic 2.0 is back. Sweet. All right, guys. Enough talk. Let's do this. All right. So let's put these bad boys over here. Let's get started. Who's excited? You guys got your drinks ready to go? All right. Got my, well, it's only water, but maybe I might dip into some beers later. All right, so let me flip this overhead. Let's do overhead main. All right. And let me get down here. Let's make sure you guys can see this. Let's get this motherboard rocking and rolling. The MSI Mag B550 Tomahawk. I'm very familiar with the Rogue Strix motherboards. I don't remember the last time I had an MSI one, so let's take a look. I don't think we need any of these. Let's put that bad boy down. All right, Tomahawk, let's see what you can do. All right. And what I like to do, Colorado's very dry, a lot of static. I don't wear static bands or anything like that. I just make sure that I ground myself touching metal, these metal legs. Make sure to kind of exhaust all that static out. It's very important. Let's take a look at this thing. Ooh, ooh. Nice, it's a nice looking board. Cool. How does that look? I like the smell of electronics in the evening. Cool, all right. Sounds good. So this one we're gonna test. We're gonna get the RAM, we're gonna get the CPU installed, we're gonna get the RAM installed, gonna get the NVMe installed. We'll put the cooler on, graphics card in. We're gonna test out the motherboard before we put it in the case to make sure all these components are working. You don't wanna get in there and actually install everything in the case. Come to find out you have a hardware problem. Nothing's turning on or something, motherboard problem or what have you. So we're gonna do that. And then nothing worse, especially if you're doing a water cooling build, to get everything installed. You're bending all the tubes and then having to take and putting the water or the coolant in, and then all of a sudden having to take everything out again. So that's what I always recommend, is getting everything installed here on the motherboard outside the case, doing a quick little test, firing it up. And looks like this doesn't actually have a power button, so we're gonna jump it. Should be down here in the front I/O. Well, let's see here once. So it's probably this guy right here. So let's go ahead and let's crack open this case here, or this CPU. Hopefully you guys are having a good night like I am. All right, let's see here, what do we got going on? Oh, Jeff's Battlestation. What's up, buddy? Glad you were able to make it. We don't need the stock cooler. Put that aside. We're going to be using the Deep Cool AIO. All right. So look at this bad boy. I'm very familiar with this CPU. I have this on my test build. So let's pop this open. You know, one thing I like is this sit-stand desk right here. You can sit and raise it up and down. Man, this was key, having a sit-stand desk when building computers. Makes it real nice to stand instead of slouching over, breaking my back. You talking about my bald spot, Jason? Fucking hammersticks, you son of a... I'm not bald yet, am I? Oh, maybe. Oh, it's getting there. Gotta do my comb over. Okay. So, what we'll do, put that bad boy in, and then there's a little arrow right on here, and over here. I'll pop that down here. All right, sounds good. Looks good. Clip that into place. Boom. CPU in. We're off and running. Don't need this. Might need that. And let's see here once. Let's do some RAM, shall we? All right, buddy. All right, so let's do this. This looks like some good looking RAM. See how this does. Sweet. Okay, we got two sticks. We're gonna go ahead and do slots 2 and 4 for the dual channel. 2 and 4. Boom, boom, boom. All right, in. All right, let's see here. LMNM for the win. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. Yeah, you can always install more RAM later. With this build, I just kind of want to do, you know, with a gaming PC, I wasn't going to go all out. You know, obviously you could spend more. I just want to kind of do like kind of a middle of the line build. So 16 gigs of RAM I think is sufficient to do some gaming nowadays. Well, except if you're playing Cyberpunk, you probably need some beefy stuff. I was playing Cyberpunk with this 2080 Ti i9 9900K on 1440p, and let's see here, and the temps on that, I had my settings on ultra with ray tracing to kind of see what was going on with the 2080 Ti, and that thing was boiling. So I'm gonna have to turn ray tracing off. So, man, they need some, you definitely need some beefy GPU like the 3080 or 3090 if you want to do ray tracing. Let's get this turned off here once. Oh, whatever. All right, so what are we gonna do next? Let's do this SSD. Yeah, no doubt. Ray tracing definitely does crush the GPU. It's insane. I was playing for a little bit. I was just kind of testing out, seeing the temps, and then when I saw that sucker was boiling, I was like, whoa, yeah, that was crazy. Jason, currently at $600 for saving up, $600 for PC. What's your budget on a PC? Just kind of curious to see what my future builds will be like. Are you looking, you guys wanting like a budget PC builds? Do you like kind of middle line? I'll definitely probably do all of the above. You know, a high-end build would be nice, or are you guys kind of more into budget builds? You know, let me know. Ooh. Budget's about $1,200. Yeah, it's probably, it's a pretty decent one. So this one was about $1,800. So Adriel JPG. It's about $1,800 without the fan. So I kind of priced it out to not have fan, or use the included fans, because you can do that, where you can use the deep cool fans on the AIO. You can use the included case fans for the Lian Li, but they aren't RGB, so it just kind of depends. If you want to swap those fans out, which I think we will do, that kind of bumps up the cost, because you can use the Corsair QL120s, which is about $130 for the triple pack. So if I use 6, obviously $260, and then about $60 for the Commander Pro to kind of control all of them. So you can plug in 6 fans for fan speed and the fan control and RGB. There's a Commander, or the Lighting Node Pro, is that what it is? Or no, the Lighting LED Hub. You can only plug in about 6 fans. Shout out to Jeff's Battlestation for an amazing recommendation on this WoW stick. Makes building PCs so much better having this automatic screwdriver. Except I wish it had more torque. Do you see that too, Jeff? Like, you know, it's kind of gotta, doesn't quite get it all the way, or you know, you got to kind of crank on it first. Okay, so this bad boy is gonna pop in right here. And we're gonna need, okay. So that one will go here. We're going to need to screw that in. So we got motherboard stuff here. Let's take a look here. There we go. Now let's keep that. We're going to use this little screw here to get that screwed in. Look at my bolt spot, huh? Oh, let's see here. So, between pre-builds and building the PC yourself, what is more recommended between pre-builds and building the PC yourself? L and M for the win. Pre-builds and building the PC. So you say you recommend between pre-builds and building the PC yourself, always building the PC yourself. It's not that hard, building a PC is not that hard. It can be intimidating, yes. You haven't done it before, but it's really not that hard. Once you know where everything goes, it's pretty much like here, put it here, put it here. You can't really screw it up. And you can get way better components for you can get a better bang for your buck. Rather than buying PC builds, like this, for example, you spend $1,500 of your budget, get a $1,500 pre-built versus spending $1,500 and building it yourself, you're going to get way better components, way better PC. Okay, we got the NVMe installed, and we're going to take off this protective wrap for heat shrink. Let's see, let's get that screwed down. Okay, that's good. And I already know that the Deep Cool AIO doesn't want these brackets. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove those. And this is where I wish the WoW stick would have more torque. So you go right here. Nice. Good recommendation, Jeff. Killer. Yeah, Jason Guardiola Leo, building one yourself is way more I can't talk. Satisfying. Especially since and the wall stick died. I blame Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, it's way more satisfying, and plus you know what you need to do if your PC ever breaks. So that's kind of nice too, where you can kind of get in there, you can kind of troubleshoot your own stuff rather than going, my PC, no turn on, what do I do? Like, take it somewhere. Don't go to Geek Squad or anything like that. Okay. So, oh, not turned on. I just got to threaten it a little bit, I guess. Let's see here. So another thing I like to do too, if you guys are building PCs, I like getting these like little magnet trays because you got all these little screws all over the place, and I usually make sure that these guys don't go flying off, rolling off the table. I don't know if it's happened to you guys, losing screws, and that kind of sucks when you're running all over the place or looking on floors, trying to find where that screw went. It sucks. Welcome back, WoW Stick. Nice of you to join us. You took a little break, huh? Son of a... All right, so we got those removed. But we've got to keep this back because the Deep Cool AIO is definitely going to want that. So we'll keep that here. Pop that down here. I always need to remember to not block the overhead cam here. There we go, okay. So, what do we want to do? We got CPU, we got the RAM, we got the NVMe. So what's next is we're going to go ahead and get the AIO ready to go. So let's do that. Deep Cool. Let's put this off to the side, all this stuff here. Let's put this back in here. Yeah. Have you ever seen the Verge's video on how to build a PC? I definitely did. That was pretty funny. That was hilarious. I liked Kyle's, or Lyle, his alter, whatever his personality, whatever they did. That was pretty funny. Yeah. That was a good build, and man, that guy who did that, I feel sorry for him. But honestly, he should have known what he was doing before, and Verge should have definitely vetted him before he got on camera and vouched, or basically built a PC under the Verge's name. That was pretty funny. Embarrassing. How to build a PC, what not to do. That's what the title should have been. Okay. Let's get this bad boy. I like Deep Cool. Castle 240. It's a good AIO. This one too, you can also customize this little logo right here, which is kind of cool. So if you have your own logo, if you're a content creator or anything like that, you want to put your own logo on there, allows you to swap that out. So it's really cool. All right, so let's get this thing ready to go. And we are not going to use the fans, so I'm not going to touch them. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, exactly. You're not fighting static, you're fighting cancer. Yeah, his anti-static band was not even clipped in. That was good. So we don't need Intel, we need AMD. All right. Got AMD. Let's take this bad boy off. This guy. All right. So it's got pre-applied thermal paste on here. Just want to be careful not to sit and smear that around. But that's what we're going to install, this bracket, so we can get that installed here. And we have AMD. We don't need that. We do need those. And let's see here, once we need screws. All right, let's see here. We're gonna need these guys. And we're gonna need this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Okay, so let's see. This one is probably gonna go. Okay, so usually the tubes on this go like right about here. So we're gonna put these on here, like so. There we go. Boom, boom. Come on. One thing I wish, well, maybe a little bit, this wow stick maybe has a little bit more, a little bit of magnet in there. Could be kind of nice. Well, maybe it does have a little bit, I guess. Maybe pretty weak, I guess. Sometimes when I'm in the case in a small crevice, usually the screws fall down, but it looks like it does have a slight magnetism. All right, so let's get this bad boy installed. What's up, Alan? Hey, what's up? Magnetize it! Magnetism! Magnetize. Jeff, when's your next keyboard stream? Do you have a set schedule? So the thermal paste is for helping to kind of spread the heat. So basically, this is your engine of the computer. It gets really hot. And so what this does is a copper plate transfers the heat, away from the CPU. So the thermal paste will kind of allow that transfer from the CPU to the copper. There's a pump in here that circulates the water. So it'll be hot water that comes flowing through. The fans on here will cool it off. We'll probably have an exhaust, we'll probably be on top, so it'll exhaust the hot air. Hot air rises. I like to put these on the top. And then once it kind of circles around, it should cool off. It'll circle back down, gets the cool air all in one kind of loop, keeping that CPU nice and cool. If you didn't have one of these, the CPU would definitely fry. Okay, so this one, what I'm gonna wanna do, let's see here, Jeff. Tomorrow, nice. Do you have a set schedule, Jeff? Do you do it every Wednesday? And do you have a specific time all the time? Let's see here once. I'm gonna make sure that, let's see how I'm gonna wanna do this here. Let's get these things out of the way, because I'm going to drop the case down. And typically, what I'll probably do is the water cooler or the pump will probably sit. So I've done it before. So I've done it where the pump kind of sits like here, where you can have it, the tubes here on the right side. You can also, sometimes what I've done too, is have the tubes on the left side, but then so you can have it like this, and I don't mind. I kind of like that too. I'm going to see what the case is, what that allows for. Oh, let's see here. That's been amazing how the AIO works. Yeah, it's definitely kind of cool. It sounds like Legos. Okay, every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific. You should go check out Jeff's Battlestation. If you get into keyboards, that guy makes some killer keyboards, dropping a lot of money on them. Okay, check out his stream, Jeff's Battlestation. So let's do this here once. Oop. Yeah, that doesn't fit. No. Pay attention. Come on, man. Embarrassing. Idiot. Okay, so let's do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this off to the side. Let's see what we want to do with this case here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the tempered glass. Throw down these here. Let's take off these bad boys. And let's take a look at how we want to do this. We're going to definitely need to remove those fans first, but I'm thinking, let's remove these fans. What graphics card are you using in this build? I am using a 2070 Super. It is the one that I had for like my test build. Newegg and like everywhere around the world seems to not have any GPUs in stock. So I couldn't even get one from Newegg. I had to use my own. So we're using the 2070 Super. Interesting one for the Vets charity build. Oh yeah, definitely. Balin PC Philanthropy. Have him build you a keyboard, man. Jeff will build that. Yeah, the aliens are going to get us. Do I think we're making it 2021? Yeah, I don't know. Those aliens, those monoliths, are they still up? Are they still going on? Or is it still, what are the new ones in California, or is there something else? Somewhere else. Wasn't there multiple places? I forgot. Oh, let's see here. Default should be a PM, so get the 10th probably a keyboard. All right, so we got this guy taken down. We don't need this. We don't need this. Let's get this removed. This dust guard. These are nice magnets. Let's get that removed over here. Usually like to be a lot more organized than this. I got crap everywhere. Do 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 do. Thanks again for joining on this, my first stream, guys. It means a lot. Definitely going to be streaming a lot more. So let's dust the rust off here and get better and better. And let's grow my streaming, grow my channel, so I can provide some cool content to you guys. I'm excited. So thank you for joining me. It means a lot. We're gonna take this off here. Well, we don't need to do that right now, maybe. Because what I wanted to do, I wanted to see what, I might just do it like this, because I kind of like that orientation. Having it like here. You could do it like this. I think most of them are kind of made for it like that, but I never liked the look of that. Kind of covers up the RAM and all that stuff. It feels awkward trying to do it like that too. It feels like I like this loop. You know, where you have the loop down here like this. It kind of just loops down. I like that look. So I'm gonna do that here in this one too. Screw it, we're doing it live. Doing it live. All right, decision made. So where's my Mobo? Mobo, make sure I touch some metal. Okay, so this guy now is going to go on this way. So what we need to do first is get these things installed here. We got this thing right here, screws. Let's see, hoping to get a 30, plane, hoping to get a 3080 by March. Good luck. I want to get one here ASAP. Enjoy the 300 series cars. It's good for a first stream. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, plane. First stream. Thanks, PC Philanthropy. Thanks, buddy, old pal. A little different than, so live streaming is a little different than actually doing the videos, you know, that I do, because typically I do this, you know, got beers flowing, cranking music. And then what also kind of sucks about doing the videos is I got to set up my camera for every shot. So I'm like, oh, now I got to do this. Well, now I got to mount the camera up top to get down here. I got to walk over here, grab camera, put it up here, take the shot, get everything focused. Okay, cool. Now I'm ready to flip it up, move the camera, got to get everything here. It just takes forever. So I might be doing more of these live streams. Thanks, Adriel JPG. First stream, I'm a natural. Thanks. I try to be. Well, try to be natural. I don't know. So yeah, I like these live streams because like I said, I don't have to sit and move the camera, grab every shot, but seeing a cool video PC building, you know, like a time lapse, it's kind of fun to do. Put some music on, kick back, you know, 10 minutes, kind of watch someone have some cool B-roll shots and all that stuff. Obviously with a live stream, you're not going to have B-roll and stuff, but it's kind of fun to interact live with you guys, so it is pretty cool. Yeah, doing videos by yourself is definitely a PETA. And like I said, man, it takes forever because you gotta just, every little thing you do, well, gotta grab that shot. Well, I gotta get the lighting. I gotta go over here. It takes a long time. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this thing dropped down right here. Okay, so you drop this down right on here. And then you're going to lock this down. So now what you wanna do here, since the thermal paste is on there, you want to spread that evenly. So you don't want to screw down one side really tight. You want to do it kind of evenly, so it kind of pushes it down, spreads that thermal paste nice and even. So I just kind of hand tightened this one right here. Now I'm going to go crisscross, drop this one down over here. I'm not going to really apply a whole lot of pressure quite yet. Get that one kind of in. And then I'm going to do just over to the side. And then, let's see here. What's up, Morbid? How you doing, bud? Giving it away? No, I'm not giving this PC away. That would be awesome. Someday I will, but this is for Newegg. Basically signed with Newegg, doing a Newegg Now build. So they send me the parts for free, which is awesome. And I get to build it live for you, or I can do like a full-blown video, kind of like what I've done in the past, or just time-lapse builds. What I was just talking about, where it's kind of a pain in the butt, so I thought I'd try out live streams. I want to do some live streams. It's quicker, I get to interact live with you guys, kind of get to know me better rather than me just doing a video, throwing a time lapse, and so I'm doing these builds for Newegg, and then when I'm done building it here, I have to return it to them. So I break anything, you break, you buy it. I'm gonna probably try and do these Newegg live, Newegg Now live videos probably once a month. So at one given time, I can just check out a bunch of PC stuff that they have in stock. So that is also fun because I couldn't find, one of the reasons why you have a lot of these parts right here is because it's pretty much what they had in stock. I would have chosen some other stuff, and it'd be nice if they can actually get, when we can actually have GPUs like the 3000 series actually in stock, so I can actually use some of a 3080 in a build, or some other, like some Ryzen, some like the new CPUs would be really nice. But of course, nothing's in stock. So take what I can get, and just building PCs is fun, and I get to interact with you guys. So I like that. So, okay, so any more people posting as you know? Yeah. Posing as you anymore. So that was pretty funny. Was that you probably, or someone? There's a lot of, even just yesterday with someone on Facebook, Facebook groups. There's like a 24,000 member group on Facebook, gaming setups and all that stuff. Someone claimed, someone took my picture of this. Basically it was the blue and the pink, lights were down and stuff like that. It was really one of my favorite pictures. It's actually my banner, I think, on Twitter and stuff like that, and I think Reddit and stuff. And they posted it saying, oh, rate my setup. You're like, a lot of people, my boys, my fam, called them out saying, no, that is not your build. So I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Because obviously, yeah, people posing with my setup, it's pretty sad that they actually have to do that, so whatever. It's kind of funny though. Yeah, Morbid, yeah, so Will, right? I'm the guy in VA Disability that messed you. Yeah, thought it was you. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, thanks. Definitely got my back on that one. All right, Cammy, I'm back. Found your channel. How you been building PCs? How long have I been building PCs for, Kevin? Man, long time. So I'm old, and I got my degree in 2002. college degree in 2002 in information technology, minor in computer science, so I also code. I've been working with computers in the IT industry for like 20 years. Building my PC, probably building PCs, probably about 15 years. It's been a long time. Building setups, I think my first official battle station was 2011 or 2012, right before my daughter was born. She's 7 right now. And I think my older channel or my oldest videos shows like how to manage cables on a glass desktop and all that stuff. That was my first one where I had kind of like a pimpin' setup. And then this is the version 2.0. And this, I got a lot of stuff coming. Water cooling this here pretty soon. So I got all the components, been sitting here. The components, the water cooler components, have been sitting there for like, probably like 2 months because I've been busy with Black Panther and Cyberpunk. So it's just sitting there. Same with my keyboard. My Space 65 Cyber Voyager. You keyboard geeks out there will know what that keyboard is. I'm sitting there collecting dust for like a month now because I haven't had time. But hopefully during the holidays I'll be able to do all that stuff. This will be a cool one. I want to add something up here too. I don't know if you guys have any recommendations. Well, like I don't know if I need a TV. If you guys see, and some visual stuff. I don't really use the TV though. I got some KEF speakers I want to put up here. I don't know. I got a lot of setup upgrades coming at you, so stay tuned. About the same age, man. Yeah, PC philanthropy. Yeah, I'm 42, skill level 42. Getting old. That back wall for sound diffraction. Now, mainly for aesthetics. It can use sound diffraction. You know, it bounces off and stuff like that. Mainly it was just for aesthetics. When I saw it and my wife loved it, she actually found it. And I was like, she wanted to put it out in the living room. And I'm like, no, let's go in here. It's a nice accent wall. One of the things I want to probably do a video on is like setup upgrades, and you know, like a pro is accent walls. I think are really amazing to get some sort of cool accent wall. Hey Kevin, you started building PCs back in the 386, 46 days? Yeah. You old too. You old. Where did I learn how to do all that woodwork? I've owned a couple houses, and I'm a big DIYer. So I basically collected tools over the years of anything that I need to be done, because I hate paying someone else that does sketchy work at best. As you know, with everything that I do, I love quality, need to have quality. And so I just learned to do it myself. I went to YouTube University. There's a lot of stuff on there, on the internet in general. My stepfather pretty much can build a house by himself, so he's a great resource to have. Have him come over and say, hey, what would you do here? Cool, all right, I'll do it. So I gathered tools over the years, just accumulated tools. I learned by myself and by doing it, practicing. And the more you do it, obviously the better you get. There can always be better things, or you know, the better ways of doing things. You know, even just doing this wall, there's better ways of doing it because you got professional tilers. They'd be like, oh, you should have done it this way. Like, all right, cool. You learn as you go. So I would recommend, you know, with anything, practice. And you're obviously not going to start right away. You need all the tools. It took me how many years? I just bought my first table saw. I've been doing, you know, probably for like over about 10 years, probably DIYing stuff, gathering tools. It takes a long time. So, and tools aren't cheap. So, I don't feel as old now, yeah, Jeff. All right, cool. Let's get, got me beat by a couple, sweet. So you're probably in the 40-year-old club. Let's see here, stock 6 years, let's see here, you now about stock for a 26 Super Ventus from MSI. So Jason's back, it's two, let's see, wall panels work on a textured wall. Would these wall panels work on a textured wall? Probably. What's up, Cooper the Butcher? All right, buddy. You won my giveaway, and I sent you my portable display monitor, which is awesome. Work on a textured wall? Probably. You probably use liquid nails is what I used. It's probably overkill for it, but I found that it worked great. You know, the liquid nails you just put on the back and squish, and it stays on there pretty good. So, yeah, I would, as long as it's not too textured, I would think it'd be fine. All right, so let's get these fans installed on this AIO here, and so we're gonna got one. Let's unplug this. Let's do this. All right, we got two. Let's save these for other ones. Slits, sliz. It's crazy. I'm 14 and trying to make a good setup for YouTube. I want to build a desk and it looks complicated. It's not that. It depends what you want to do. Building a desk. Depends what you. Yeah, it depends on how complicated you make it. I mean, really, it doesn't have to be that hard. I chose a wood countertop right here because it's a little over an inch thick, really sturdy. And you can get cheaper stuff. So I mean, basically, it depends on the legs you want. If you want to get complicated with that, that's why I think that's why IKEA is really popular. Is you can get one of the laminate, the Lindmans. They're really cheap with the hollow, but I don't know. You can get some a little bit better ones. And then you can just drop it on top of some Alex drawers. Pretty plain though. So it depends on what you want to do. It depends on how complicated you want it to get. All right, so what am I doing? I am installing these fans, so it's going to be, basically it's going to sit right here. And so I want these cables to go out the back. So I'm going to install it right here. And then what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that you have it on intake. So without these bars, the fan is going to flow, air is going to suck in here and flow at the back. So we want it to be on exhaust up top. We want it to exhaust the hot air up the top. And so we want these to be intake, or I'm sorry, exhaust. So they're going to be exhaust where you're going to have it like this, where it's going to suck the air through, cool off this radiator here. We're going to have it as exhaust. So we are getting these. This is the CPU. Or not CPU, sorry. No, this is the AIO. So this is for there. So let's tap into my fan screws here once. Let's see if this is gonna work here. Perfect. So we have a question, which CPU is better, Ryzen or Intel for gaming and streaming? Yeah, it depends. So games still, well, I don't know. There's probably a better expert out there than me, but typically the way it's been in the past is a lot of times games would only, I think my WoW stick is dying. Thanks, Jeff. Killing my WoW stick. So basically games kind of were optimized kind of for like one core. So basically you wanted to have a high single core, or you wanted to have, Intel was really good because they typically had like a higher or a faster single core, because gaming, didn't really utilize a whole lot of multi-core. But I think a lot of games are getting optimized for multi-core. So, in the past it's been Intel. Intel still might be slightly better for gaming. I don't know about streaming. Streaming, you probably want more cores because you got a lot of things going on, especially if you're streaming on the same PC. So if you're playing a game which utilizes CPU, and then you're also streaming, you're taxing your CPU, you probably want more cores. So just kind of depends, I guess, what game you're playing. Yeah, exactly. Depends on the game, the type of streaming you're doing, exactly. So, and that's a lot of times you hear, like, if you're on a Reddit, one of the first questions, like, I want to do this, I want to do that. I want, what CPU is good for this? A lot of times they're going to ask them, like, what are you doing? It's kind of like you can't buy a car. What car is good for, I just want to buy a car. you're going to have to determine what you're going to use it for. Do you need four-wheel drive? What are you going to use it for? 4x4, and you're going to use it for racing. So what game you playing kind of depends. What game you play, if it's optimized for multi-core, you'll definitely want to. It all depends. Why is this not screwing down? I need to get. There we go. This is not getting in there. What is this? Why in the world? These too skinny. Why is this one? These ones are too skinny here. Hold on a sec. Wait a minute. Let's get this in. No. So these are skinny. Here we go. Let's use these. Well, let's see here. Using the wrong screws. Let's try using these thicker screws here. Let's make sure they fit all the way. Okay. My bad. Using the wrong screws. Because these other ones are too skinny here. This one caught the thread though. Seemed to be fine. These ones are not for you. Let's use these ones. Much better. There we go. Let's see here. So you have the 011 have the same case but in black from your personal PC. Yeah, dude, I love the Lian Li 011. That thing looks great. Yeah, Intel generally best for gaming. Ryzen are better suited for streaming. Yeah, Ryzen's got some good core counts. They're definitely doing good. CPU market right now. Intel still kind of has a slight edge on gaming. Get the higher single core count. Let's see here. Let's get this guy installed. Okay, so once we get these fans installed, we get this fan installed. Then install the graphics card, hook up power, test it out. Once we test it out, we will see if we have any hardware problems before we install it in the case. Because you want to install in the case and then all of a sudden you have a problem. You got to tear it all out. That sucks. Far is from the bottom of your monitor to your desk? The bottom of, Alex, how far is it from the bottom of your monitor to your desk? About 7¼ inches. Why is this thing not? Kill this. Bye. Go away. What's up, 6'9"? Yeah, these are QL fans. And let's see here once. Boom, most of the high-end CPUs depends. So, what PC you recommend? Better Omen, Ryzen, or iBuyPower? You know, I'm not familiar. There's another question I was going to answer, but I'm not familiar with Omen. I know iBuyPower is decent. I'm not too familiar which a better pre-built is, to be honest. What I recommend is build your own. Okay, so would you recommend using an AIO or air cooling for your first system? PC Philanthropy is probably answering that. Most of it honest with you. Okay, so I would recommend for your first system, you know, it all depends on budget. I would definitely go AIO. it probably depends on your budget, because if you can't afford an additional 100, 150 bucks, then go and then get a CPU that has an included cooler in it. And there's better coolers out there, air coolers out there, rather than the stock one, but they're definitely cheaper. You can get a good, man, I'm loving the Scythe. They're very comparable to the Noctua fans. Noctuas are more expensive, but the Scythe is definitely a great air cooler that competes with the Noctua and cheaper. So if you're going air cooler, take a look at the Scythe. So really it kind of depends on your budget. But if you can afford a $150 AIO, definitely go AIO. All right. Let's see here once. How do I know where each screw belongs? So just pretty much building PCs, you kind of know where each screw. Obviously these longer ones are meant for going through the whole fan, and into the radiator. So that's what these ones are. These typically, are for, can you see that? These are typically case fans, or these are for fans that you install them on the case. They just screw right in right here. So they typically screw in the case fans. And it kind of depends. I mean, really, you kind of know things that come with the motherboard. There's different screws that come with the motherboard. So when I prop this in the motherboard, or the case, I'm sorry, when they go in the case, obviously if they don't fit. You also, one of the things too, you don't want to force something. You don't want to really force something in. Typically, that's why building PCs, it's not really too complicated, because everything's kind of meant for things. There's a screw meant for the case, there's a screw meant for the fans. Obviously if it doesn't fit, you don't force it. There's probably another screw if you don't know what you're doing. So that's one of the things, is like, round hole, the round peg goes in the round hole. Pretty easy. You just kind of play. Sometimes I grab the wrong screw and obviously it doesn't fit. Try something that does. The screw that kind of is a little slightly bigger. What I was using for these long ones, sometimes they're a little different. So typically you want to use the screws that actually come with it. For some reason, my stupid was looking at this one. Obviously, it was not the right one. And then this one was too skinny. The screw was for like some other AIO. I just have a bunch of stuff laying around, so I tried using that one. Obviously wrong. So, but then I used the deep cool, the screws that came with the AIO. So, let's get these guys plugged in. So we're going to plug in, so what we have here, we have one for RGB and we got one for fan speed. So typically this one we can do, let's do this. So if we wanted to use this, we're going to use Motherboard RGB software. And here's the RGB. So this RGB it's typically two different type of RGB connectors. This one has a 3-pin, where there's a middle pin kind of broken off or whatever. It's 3-pin, 5-volt, and then there's also another RGB connector. It's a 4-pin, but it's a 12 volt. You don't want to plug in, a 5-volt into a 12-volt. Obviously, that's why they have that pin missing, probably, so you don't screw up. So this one looks like. So the MSI is, let's see here, where's the MSI RGB? So it looks like the J Rainbow. Is that a 5-volt? J Rainbow. So let's plug that in right here. And then this guy, probably right here. Plug that in there. And this one's going to go into, there's a pump fan header, there's a CPU fan, and there's a pump fan. We're going to plug into the pump fan. I know Asus boards, they have Maybe an MSI too, where they'll throw up an error when you first boot it on, saying nothing's plugged into the CPU fan. You know, you can plug it into CPU fan if you want to. Basically, it's all just kind of a PWM, where basically it controls fan speed. We're going to plug in to the pump fan, and we're going to see what happens. Basically, all we want to do is when we get everything built, we're going to turn it on, we're going to see if it posts, which means that we actually get BIOS. So if it doesn't turn on, or if it freaks out about an error, not bad. Let's see here. Especially the Deep Cool uses with the warranty to cover damaged components if they ever do fail. That's right. Fucking Hammerstick's expert on Deep Cool products. If you ever have a question, hit him up. Just join. What type of hard drive and processor will you use? So the hard drive I have right now is the NVMe, the Samsung 970 EVO, 500 gig, I believe. Yeah, whatever. And then the CPU I have is the Ryzen 7 3700, exactly. Ryzen 7 3700X. So my PS4 hard drive broke and I searched how to fix it and this popped up. Really? PS4 hard drive broke and I searched how to fix it and this, but sweet, well, welcome. Won't be able to fix your PS4 though, but stick around. Maybe you can learn how to build a PS or a PC. Maybe we'll get you a PC gaming instead of PS4. All right, so let's see here. Guy telling you to switch to PC. Exactly. God is telling you to switch to PC. All right, so what am I doing? So I got my AIO plugged in to the pump header, so it's going to control the pump, and we got the RGB, so this will light up. What I'll need to do is let's get these fans plugged in. For right now, all I care about is getting these fans turned on so they can start cooling. So we're going to take each fan, so each fan has two connectors. One is RGB, one is the fan speed. So this will even say RGB hub. So right now we don't care about lights, we care about turning the fan on and cooling it down when I power it on. So right now here on the Corsair Commander Pro, this controls the fan speeds, and then I'll have a LED hub that will control the RGBs. So we're going to plug into fan 1. So this will control the fan speed, and then we're going to do the same here. You want to make sure this thing is cooling down when I fire it on, turn it powered on here. So we got that. This is going to plug in, we don't need that. And then we are going to do, this goes the USB header. Typically down here, or let's see here, that's the audio, HD audio. Let's see here once. Where is USB? Right here. So we got USB down here, USB 1. A lot of everything on the motherboard. It's very important to read the guide. You need to make sure where everything's at on the motherboard, what everything does. Since I kind of know a lot of the things that are typical on a motherboard, like a couple USB headers are pretty much always on there. You got the front I/O, HD audio, motherboard plug-in, EBS to power the CPU and the VRMs. And then so typically you kind of know where things are at. So I'm going to plug this guy in, USB 1. Boom. And then this is going to need power from the PSU. We'll get that here in a little bit. All right, missing anything? We good? Good to maybe hook everything up, or hook up the PSU and get the power cables on and test out to make sure we have no hardware failures. We're testing out outside of the case to make sure that there's no failures before we actually install everything in the case. So let me put some of this stuff away. Made this mess. All right, am I missing anything in chat? My boys taking care of chat. Again, appreciate everyone stopping by. Means the world to me. my first stream. My first building a PC in front of everyone. Nothing will probably work. Whatever. But are we having fun? Hopefully. Gonna need a beer here soon. Yeah, cable management is gonna be something else. Yeah, typically. It's one of the problems I don't like about Corsair stuff. And one of the things that Lian Li killed it with the uni fans is they were daisy chaining the fans, and then you just had two cables for a whole string all the way up to 4 fans. You can do that. Getting rid of all of these cables, because especially with Corsair products, if you want to have 6 fans installed, every fan has 2. Every fan has 2 cables, and then you have your Commander Pro to control the RGB and the fan speed. That has the power cable, that has the USB header. You have more stuff. Yeah, man, cables everywhere. All right, Corsair PSU. Let's check you out. Oh, one of the things that sucked is typically I like to have better PSU cables, better cables than the ones that come with PSU, because they don't look very well. They don't look very good. But of course, I have cable mod cables, which look sweet. They're only for a certain amount of PSU vendors. Make sure the PSU cable cannot be interchanged between all kinds of different PSUs, or else you could fry your components. They're different. So I have Seasonic. That's why I use Seasonic PSUs, because I have cables for them and they work. And so my type of cable mod cables can only work with like Thermaltake and Seasonic. Doesn't work with Corsair. So we're gonna have to use the included Corsair cables. So whatever. This guy out. All right, let's get this thing ready to power up. Little snack they always put in these things. They're really tasty. No! Maybe that killed the mic, that Velcroing. Do I build for others? I already have a laptop but need a super powerful desktop and don't feel comfortable building one myself. Build one yourself. It's awesome. I can understand it can be intimidating, but there's tons of tutorials. I can even help you out. The problem is right now I don't do any commission builds. I don't build for anyone else. Unless you're in the Denver area, I might consider it, because that's where I'm at. I don't want to build something, ship it off. For one, the shipping's extremely expensive. To ship a heavy completed build off to wherever you're at, even if you're in the United States, it's just expensive. And potential damage. Have you seen the boxes that come and get delivered to your door? Do you trust any of this stuff to get from my house to your house in perfect shape? So that's why I don't trust that. But if you're local, I probably will start doing PC builds for people locally, though, unfortunately. Ryan, did I see the cables that came with Deep Cool? Oh yeah, the cables that came with Deep Cool, yeah, they're pretty much the same. Pretty much the same as these, right? Is that what you're talking about? The typical ones that come with this? Not even the case I sent you got perfectly damn. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So fucking Hammer Sticks, if you're new to the stream, didn't catch the beginning, that guy, if you see my Cyberpunk PC, actually I need to do the video on that, but my Cyberpunk setup, he's the guy who modded that case, did an amazing job. He sent the case after he modded it, and he modded the fans and everything, did a killer job. Yeah, even the fans got destroyed in there. There's a fan blade that broke off. What else happened? I mean, I think that was the only major thing. But yeah, at least there's only one fan blade, but it's kind of funny. Actually, that's what's powering the stream right now, is Cyberpunk right now. Love you, Cyberpunk. Keep the stream alive. But yeah, that's why I don't trust sending PCs finished PCs off to someone, because guarantee you it's expensive, and by the time you get it, I don't know. And if something ever happened, then you're looking at me like, oh, this doesn't even power on. Well, powered on before I sent it. Let's see here once. So I'm gonna do, I need to get the GPU installed here. Yeah, so what I'm looking for is, looking for the motherboard cable, boom. I'm looking for GPU. I'm looking for, so I need, I want to power this guy. So I'm looking for SATA. So I need that guy. And then I need PCIe. This is probably the GPU. So this bad boy. Yeah, that's that one right here. Okay, that's my 6-pin for the GPU, the PCIe. I need an 8-pin, which is not you. And I don't need Molex. I don't need Molex. What's that guy? That guy, that guy. I want to use an EPS or EBS. EPS, CPU. So the CPU. So that's that. I believe we just got 8-pin on that. So we need that guy, and then we need, is this the 8-pin? Here's the 8-pin probably. Or that's EBS. Okay, make sure I got all the cables. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this guy installed. So one of the things, that's one of the reasons why I put this motherboard on the box. Because, where's my motherboard box? Where'd you go? Okay. Because when we put the GPU on, this little guy is hanging over. So let's see here. Tell him message me. At least these guys know from India. What's up, Beast Gamer Yad and Yarhar from India? What's up, buddy? Same East Coast baby. Oh, East Coast guys. Don't even tell me, PC Philanthropy, that you're a New England fan too, like fucking Hammersticks. Disgusting, horrible people. Outside DC, you're Philly, near me. Oh, you're outside DC. Well, that's good. I'm up north. Yeah. Fucking Hammersticks is a dirty Patriots fan. Okay. Click, click, click. Do this. And then we're going to put this in. Football fan. Nice. Washington football team fan. All right. They're not doing so hot this year, are they? All right. So let's make sure I got everything here. Okay. Let's get everything. Let's get the motherboard powered up. We got. So what we want to do is we want to power. Power this up here. For the CPU. Okay. So what is this telling me? Silent operation at low moderate loads. No, whatever. Who cares? So we're going to plug this bad boy into CPU, which is right here. And we are going to do the motherboard. Man, I'm trying to take this all apart and put it all back together again, send it back to Newegg. That's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna put this in here. Here's the motherboard. Okay, got the motherboard power. India cricket fan, nice. I don't watch a lot of cricket, obviously. We don't have a lot of cricket in the United States here. Beat the Steelers, I know. Steelers were doing good, but they're losing and they're falling off. Oh, all right. We need to ban fucking hammer sticks here. New England is the GOAT, greatest of all time. All right. Banned. Gone. Get out of here. What are you building now? Another epic theme build? Alex, yeah, I wish this was a epic theme build. This still is, you know, it's an $1,800 PC, but actually with these Corsair QL fans, RGB fans, it adds probably about $350 to $1,800, so it's around $2,100 build for Newegg. So they're giving me these components, allowing me to build, show you guys how to build one of these bad boys, follow along, get to have fun with you guys live. But yeah, what should my next theme PC or themed setup be? I need to talk about that. What do you guys think? Themed setup or themed PC? What would you guys like to see? Any cool games coming out here shortly? Anything cool, noteworthy? Let's see here, what is this one? This one is PCIe. Let's do this. Patriots themed? Oh no. You're banned too, Ariel. You're banned! Patriots themed PC, yeah. Bet Jason or fucking Hammer Sticks would love to mod that one. Nope. Not while I'm alive. What am I doing? Peripheral SATA? No, we're looking at SATA. It's interesting here. SATA. And CPU, interesting. 24-pin ATX. Peripheral and SATA. Peripheral and SATA. We got 6-bit PCIe, and then we got 4 CPU over here. So. And then this one. Dad was in the Navy? Nice. Dude, Star Wars, I know, I want to. I want to do mini Star Wars builds. I mean, God, can you imagine? Like a Darth Vader build, like a Kylo Ren, red and black or something like that. Darth Vader, maybe like black and shiny gloss. Stormtrooper, some white and black. Man, what other ones would be really cool? But man, there would be a Boba Fett one, or like, oh, you know what, Mandalorian. I bought a Mandalorian artisan keycap from, where are they? I forgot what their names are. I think they're out of the Philippines. Yeah, that would be sweet. Yeah, Death Star shaped case. Now you're talking. Dude, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hit up D-Cool and tell them to send us a case or something. Okay. Let's get this thing installed here. Yes, let's do it. So I came in late. What's the processor? What's up, buddy? Processor is the Ryzen 7 3700X. Ryzen 7 3700X. Okay. Are we almost ready? Cool. All right, so are we ready to go, guys, to test outside the PC, or outside the case? So we have CPU, we got the RAM, NVMe, we got it cooled, we got the fans turned on, plugged in. Wait, good thing I'm double checking, because this, we need to power this thing on to control the fans, which we need to do that. And then let's see here, peripheral SATA. Plug that in there. Okay, cool. So fans, we got ABS powering CPU, motherboard. We got a GPU. Since this doesn't have integrated graphics, we got to use a graphics card. This has power. I think we're good, right, guys? Are we good? Scared I'll mess up. For what, building a PC? Nah, it'll be fine. Buena PC, bro. Thanks, buddy. Hammy, I'll send you some pics. I got anyone ever tried? Hit me up, IG same. You know, IG, sweet. I think we're good to go. You guys agree? See any errors, any problems? Power this bad boy on. All right. So I think we got power to the PSU. So Rose, where do you put the GPU power cables if the PSU doesn't have a PCIe label? What kind of PSU do you have that you don't have a... you should have something where it says, you know, kind of like a PCIe. It doesn't have a label. A lot of these too, like I know, these plugs are different. They're shaped different, and you should be able to kind of just put, you know, kind of plug it in and see where's it at. What kind of PSU do you have where it doesn't have that label? It's kind of weird. Typically, every PSU that I've seen always has PCIe labeled, and typically, like I said, you can't plug in like one of these PCIe's into, let's see, the CPU. Well, let's see, maybe I'm wrong, because I could have thought that they were specific. Let me do this. So we got audio, so front panel AI or front panel IO, USB. I think this is it down here. You'd think that it would be labeled. Typically, I bet that's it right there. I'm gonna have to jump start this motherboard. This is make sure. Typically, this is, yeah. So, yep. Okay, it is. I see the legend. There it is. So, without looking at it, this right here. Wish you can zoom in a little bit. So basically the power is connected. Kind of show you here. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Have you guys ever done this and ever had to jump a motherboard without a start fan? Or without a start button? But basically you find where you plug in the front panel I/O. So when you put this in the case and you have your power button, you have your reset button, you have you know, like your USB 3, USB 2, HD audio typically is the cables that come from the case to the motherboard, and you plug in the power button, reset button, the hard drive light, stuff like that, and the kind of the front I/O is kind of what it's called. So what you want to do is typically all that cable does, you put that over these little pins right here, and when you hit the power button, basically kind of connects the two pins, turns them on. So if you're doing what I'm doing and you are testing out your motherboard outside of the case to make sure you got them for the first time, make sure that there's no issues before you put everything in the case and then realize nothing's working. You have to take everything out and try and troubleshoot RAM. What's the problem? You need to turn on your motherboard. If it doesn't have the power button on there, you need to turn it on. So you need to jump that. You need to basically take a screwdriver, Or I wonder if even this will work. You gotta find the power pins and turn that on. And kind of like power on your motherboard. Well, let's plug in a monitor so we can see if it actually posts. If it actually gets a signal or actually gets a display. And this thing, if Cooper is here, I don't know if he's still here, but this is like kind of like one of the portable monitors that he won on my giveaway just a little bit ago. These little portable monitors are pretty sweet. So this GPU has USB-C, and so if you're doing USB-C, it has enough to power it. So we should be able to just plug that in, and let's see if this powers on. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. All right, guys. We are cooking. It's alive! Whoops. It's alive. Hold on a sec. Where is this thing? I want to go back to here. Cool. Cool. All right, is that monitor 1440? No, I wish it was. This monitor, I believe, is only like a 1080 or a 1920 by 1080, 1080p. Let's see here, press F1 to run setup, change, the CMOS has been cleared, so cool. Well, at least we know that we don't have any kind of issues. So what it is, so we would connect probably a keyboard and mouse to run setups. So what I can do is, let me see here once. But at least we know we don't have any problems here, because if we did, CPU, CMOS have been cleared, set, configure your system. Do we want to do that? I was just kind of testing to kind of see, mainly that everything's going to turn on and power like it should. So, can we say that we are good to go? Because can I put this in the case, just push F1 to run setup, all that stuff is going to keep going, it's going to go. I think so. So what we'll do is, let's go ahead, power that off. Let's call it good. Basically, that's all I wanted to do is I just want to test to make sure that when I put this in the case, that it will actually power on, no hardware problems. And I think I am comfortable with no hardware problems. Cool. All right. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take this apart, or going to remove some of this stuff, and then we're going to put everything in the case. You guys ready? All right. Please tell me how to PC restarting. GPU turns off with the fan still spinning and go into power safe mode. Sounds like a GPU issue. Let's get drunk. Hey, man, I like you, Lewis. Now it's a party. I'm stuck here, water. But I should probably tell my waitress, my wife, don't let her know I said that, to deliver me some beers. That would be nice. Okay. Going to take this off. Got that. I'm gonna take this off. Keep that. I'm going to. If PC keeps restarting, what should I do? Well, there's a lot of things PC keeps restarting. I don't know. Troubleshooting a PC when I'm not right in front of it, and a chat building. I wonder if anyone can ask you some questions, but there's a lot of problems that can happen. Let's pop this down here. Let's get this. We are going to unplug this. Okay, we got this over here. Yeah, after 3 reboots, go to auto repair. So it depends if it's an OS issue. There's, yeah, like I said, there can be a lot of potential problems there. RTX 27, we're good for gaming. Evan, yeah, this is a 2070, 2070 Super. It does a pretty good job. Depends on what you're playing again, so kind of depends. What games do you play? And you know, what kind of settings do you have on that game? You know, do you want to play in ultra? Do you have a 1440p? What's your CPU? There's a lot of different other variables that go along with that. Okay, so we're gonna unplug this, we're gonna plug that. So, cool. Got this going on. And we got this. Cool. Let's put this back over here. And we're gonna prop the case up here now. And we're gonna install everything in the case. What time is it? 7:41? We're doing good on time. Nice. Hope you guys are having a great time. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. It means the world to me. Love you guys. I'm gonna be doing these more often. And actually these PC builds, I'm gonna do more than just these PC builds. I'm gonna do, probably start streaming some other things. I don't know if you're subscribed to my channel. If not, go ahead and subscribe because I got a lot of other things coming up. I want to do a series where, you know, I kind of talk with setup owners about their setup. You know, PC builds. I want to talk to a bunch of people and you know, talk to the actual setup owner. I think that'd be kind of cool. Would you guys be interested in that? You know, because you got Tech Source and Random Frank P with Setup Wars and Room Tour Project. You know, basically, people send in photos and they talk about it. They just do like a little video. You know, that's been done. I tried doing that. I think I did 6 episodes, like one of my first things I've done with my YouTube channel. But I want to kind of bring something new to the table. Maybe, you know, those guys do an amazing job. Love that. It's pretty much actually what inspired me to do this right now. So what I want to do is maybe see if I can actually talk to setup owners. And so I don't know if you guys would be interested in actually hearing me actually interview some kick-ass setups and actually talking to the owners on what they're using, what they're doing, why they did that, what they, you know, so you guys can get inspiration on some of these setups out there that are just amazing, like fucking Hammer Sticks. He's got an amazing setup and he's going to bed. I know, you're East Coast, dude. Get some bed or go get some sleep. Go get some sleep and we'll talk to you tomorrow, bud. Able to use the 5000 series on MSI B450 boards yet? I don't know. That's a good question. That would be a question. I'd have to Google that one. I don't know that off the top of my head. What would be a good price for a 2070? Man, right now GPUs are insanely scarce. Even when I was looking on, putting a link in the description for this 2070 Super, I think it was on sale for like $700 out of stock. Prices are really inflated right now. It's insane. I don't think I spent $700 on that. Someone even wanted like $2,300, laughable. Pretty much all the people, the bots that are buying up all the 3000 series. It's just ridiculous. I think I bought this thing for like $400 or $500. Well, my 2080 Ti right there, for the win. That thing I blew some coin on. But I would think, depends if you're buying it right now. If it was, you know, I think right now, like I said, $700, but I think that even low. So it depends. If you can wait a little bit, I don't know. Wait till the 3000 series become more available, less scarce. I don't know if that's ever going to happen anytime soon. And then that should drop the 2000 series down a little bit. Everything's a little crazy right now. Sucks for PC builders. How do you get to build PCs for Newegg? Basically all I did is got inspired, create my own YouTube channel, ended up doing well, or it's growing. Newegg caught eye. and pinged me and asked if I wanted to build some PCs for Newegg. And I said, yeah, that sounds like fun, because they send me all this stuff. I get to build it for them and then send it all back to them and stuff. So it allows me to scratch that itch of building PCs and work with Newegg, which is amazing. So produce some content. Anyone can do it. I'm an example. I'm a no one. I just like building PCs. I like building setups, and I'm doing really well. I ended up, having fun. You got to do what you love, and I think it shows in some of the stuff that I do. Let's see here. Let's do. So let's get this bad boy installed here. Okay, so we've got these fan cables. We're going to watch those. Let's drop this down here. Pop that down. Let's move this in here. Sounds good, looking good. Line up the holes. One of the things too, if you build PCs a lot too, I don't know if you guys know, some of the things that really burned me is before you install the radiator up top here, make sure you install this CPU, EBS cable up here, because if you install this AIO and then all of a sudden you got to try and get to this radiator, and all of a sudden you got to try and get to this power plug back here, makes it impossible. You got to remove it. I don't know how many times I've done that. Let's see here. Bro, it's finals week. Oh man, I miss college. If you're in college or high school, I don't know. I'm in bed, huh? Fucking hammer sticks. Am I putting you to sleep? It's probably good bedtime medicine. Just watch me. And you want me to sing you a little song? What am I doing? So I'm looking for. Yeah, so Boom Bakasha, where'd I get the graphics card? There are sold out everywhere. Tell me about it, dude. That's actually the graphics card that I had. Actually, when Newegg sent me all these components, which even getting some of these components were hard to come by, I had to use my own graphics card. So this graphics card is one that I already had from a test build, my test machine that I got a long time ago. So it's sad. GPUs are sold out everywhere. It's ridiculous. Okay, so what do I do with the case? Let's look in the case, obviously. I think, yeah, the screws are in the case here. Oh, yes, of course. You don't want to hear me sing? Ban yourself. That's funny. Sing me to sleep. No, you know what? I will save everyone. You don't want to hear me sing. Put it on speakerphone so your wife can hear, and she'll probably. Who the hell? Who's got that magical voice? No. All right, so let's get. This is the box from the case, which has the motherboard screws here. Let's see. Okay. So someone asked earlier, how do I know what screws to use where? So typically, you have, after building PCs a little bit, you kind of know that these ones kind of like, with this different head, kind of, they go in the PSU, they're a little thicker. Then, what I typically kind of get messed up on is there are two different types of screws, where there's one that's a little thicker and has kind of like a little round head, and there's one that's kind of a little skinnier, kind of has a little flat top to it. And that one goes in the motherboard. let's make sure we got everything lined up here. There we go. Just kind of adjusted around. Like I said, everything kind of fits together. That's why building PCs aren't too tough. So we make sure that this screw goes in good. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that goes in good. And make sure that we strip it and over tighten it. And I'm looking for these types of screws here. Boom, boom. COVID chills the F out and fly out and build rad stuff for you. You can sing me to sleep in person, huh? No doubt. Sounds good, dude. Come on. Let's, I can't wait for COVID to go away. And yeah, definitely get out here. Let's, we do a cool build, man. That'd be awesome. That would be cool. Someday, my man. Just got our first vaccines, I think, delivered. So I don't think normal people are gonna get them till what? Summer? I don't know. Not soon enough. I just want, being a PC builder, I just want my PC components to be in stock. It's ridiculous. And everything, all the pricing to be lower than what they are. It's ridiculous. Instead of building on an old desk, man, exchanged 200 for 360. Made money back since 2060 was more than 360. All right, almost installed. Let's get this guy going on. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. Okay. And then there's 3 screws up here. Let's get these guys installed. Man, it is hot in here. Is the lights shining on me? I'm wearing a hoodie. What in the world? Are you guys hot? You guys aren't even in here. Why won't you go in? Go to your home. What's wrong with you? Boom. Come on, man. Always that one guy, huh? We got one guy in there. Jeffs, you still here? What's up, buddy? Welcome back. Thanks. Thanks, PC Philanthropy. Thanks, Balin. Handling that. I know. Prices drop soon. I want to get a 3080. You want a 3070? Yeah, I'll take anything right now. What is going on with you? Why don't you screw in? Maybe I will leave you problem screw alone then. Okay, cool. That is done. Boom. Here you go, buddy. Hey, fucking hammer sticks, I forgot. You're a mod now. Happy? Come on. Boom. You're going to bed now anyway, so what does it matter? Come on, what is wrong with you? Trying to get this RGB cable here. It's not going on. All right, now you're just making me angry. Big time here, right? Yeah, right, Jeff. Trying to get this. There we go. Okay, had a problem with that 5-volt 3-pin RGB header plugged in. Got that now. Okay, so I'm not gonna burn myself this time. I'm not gonna install the radiator and then try to get back here, that connector. I'm gonna install that first. Good job, Ryan. Do this. CPU. There you go. So let's plug this guy in. Boom. Got that. Let's go ahead and hold on a second. Is there a plate back here that I didn't? You guys see a plate? Yes. There is this thing. Looks like a cable management shroud here. Take that off. Okay. Here we go. And let's pop this thing back here. All right, cool. So, are we done with the overhead view yet? No, maybe not. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to now install this radiator. I want to be like Ryan when I grow up. No, you don't. No. Expect payment for my mod service and the Holy Panda switches. I already sent you Holy Panda switches. You should be happy. I don't think I even charged you, did I? No, I think we were even for something else you did. What was that? I don't know. Camera. So camera am I using for top down? Thanks, man. Good quality. It is a Logitech Brio, just like my webcam here. Over here, basically a Logitech Brio 4K. I have it right now at 1080p, but not bad. It's better than buying another DL or DSLR. That camera right there is a Panasonic Lumix G85 DSLR. But obviously I can't afford another $1,000 in lenses, and but soon, hopefully, if I upgrade this bad boy. But right now it does good. Does good for top down. That's a Brio, yep. It's a Brio, dude. Yeah, autofocus good too. Actually, the autofocus is better than my Panasonic Lumix, because the Panasonic, it's way quicker. The autofocus is way quicker than my Panasonic. So, yeah, doesn't do too bad. Doesn't do too bad. Not bad for what, 180 bucks, $200. It'll get me by, or actually does a good job until I can get a kick-ass DSLR for my overhead shots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cables from back here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay, now let's mount this radiator. Mount this radiator to where here? Yeah, quality is not too bad. Yeah, and I even flipped it to 1080p, so you could even do 4K. So it's not too shabby. Silence Pepper, going to bed now. Good luck building that. Thanks, buddy. Maybe tomorrow you can check out the finished build. Should be pretty cool. Thanks for stopping by, man. Silence Pepper. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Now, we're going to use the other screws for AIO. Yeah, 750 watt PSU overkill for this build. Yeah. Tell you the truth, I had other stuff picked out. I actually had a Seasonic, so I can use some better cables, some cable mod cables, but I can only use what's available on Newegg. And so we had to go back and forth like a couple weeks. Every time I would request something, they got back to me saying, oh, it's no longer available. Thanks. All right, cool. So I got to roll with what I got. I even using my own GPU if you just got here. So GPUs are, I guess, impossible to get, I guess. Just sad. Okay, mount this radiator. Let's go down here. Hold on, I think my daughter might be coming in. Hi, cutie. I'm going to bed. All right, night night. All right, night night, cutie.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, still live. All right, night night. Sleep good. My daughter, she's 7. She's gonna be spoiled, because guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna train her in the arts, building PCs. She's gonna get all my hand-me-downs, which are gonna be probably better than a lot of people's PCs out there, which is, I'm gonna spoil her. So she's already gaming, which is fun. She's 7. She's already got my old PC. She's having fun. What I'll probably do is I'll probably stream, or I'll probably have her build her own PC one of these days here. So she is smart. It's gonna be fun. She's gonna be my little minion. She's already got her own little setup over there. Got her PC gaming. She's not very good at the keyboard yet, so right now she's rocking the controller. But she's already rocking the mouse. I'm sure she's pretty good on the mouse. And she can already move around Windows pretty well, better than some people that I even work with. So yeah, she's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. It's awesome. Gotta raise her good, right? Anyone else got any kids out there? She'll never have frames drop. Do you mind building me a PC? I'll trade in the one I got. If you live in Denver, I would probably build you a PC. Yay, kids! Aren't you supposed to be in bed, fucking hammersticks? Yeah, start them young. Exactly. It's amazing what they pick up. Man, that's crazy. She already even fly around, and even her iPad, computer, and she's my little young grasshopper, young Padawan. She's doing awesome. How's your kids doing? You are in bed, I know. How's your kid doing? How old is he now? A couple years old? All right, one more screw in there. I think we're good. Hammy, same here. You got any kids PC philanthropy, or you're in bed? Yeah, she'll be a better PC than the Virgin in no time, exactly. Kid's good, man. Yeah, he's 2, little maniac, I know. They are get to be little maniacs. All right, cool. So, the rad is installed. We are good to go to flip it up. All right, so I think we're good with the overhead shots now. Hopefully you can see the inside though. Let me flip this over here. Cam. All right. Cool. -4 and crazy. I know they are crazy. Terrible tools. Terrible twos I have to deal with myself. People really don't know how hard it is. Exactly. Deal with myself. People really don't know how hard it is. Nice OG plasma. He's not allowed in the office anymore. My PC would be on the floor. Oh man. Nice. Mine isn't either. The wife always sneaks him in. Kid. Okay. So what are we gonna do now? Let's do the fans. Let's do the front fans here. Yeah, and fucking hammer stick, PC philanthropy if you need to go. Thanks for modding for me, guys. You guys are awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install these as intake. So what we're gonna do, we want to take the air, suck the cold air in, out the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and install these like that. So 3 up here. And so we're gonna use these screws. We want these to be intake. Kid loving keyboards in, I'm sure. Towards the back of the case, doesn't even matter. No, so is there a reason why? So Zoe, is there a reason why you chose to mount the AO tubes towards the back of the case, or doesn't even matter? So you can mount it either way. So I wanted the AO to be on top because I like to exhaust the heat up top. And no, you can do it, and I think maybe you see a lot of people having the tubes go this way. You know, that's fine. I always kind of like this look. It seemed like I was, you know, when I flipped around, it was kind of wrapping over the RAM and all that stuff. I kind of always thought this was kind of a cool look, having this, and it doesn't really matter. Just doesn't matter what side the tubes is at. If you installed on the front, you know, I don't know if you watch Gamers Nexus, where basically you can have some pump noise and all that stuff if your rad is too far down, if the pump is the highest point. So the tubes, it'd be best to have the tubes on the bottom, but obviously sometimes that doesn't work. So as long as the top of the rad is above the pump, you're good. So what I can do, what I actually might do here, should I install 3 fans? So I got 3, 3, so 6. I'll have 3, put 1 in the back, then I'll put 3 in front here. And I want these cables to go here. I'm going to pop it up here. So I'm going to have it like this. Come on. Take, yep, 3 intake up front, 1 exhaust at the back. Yep, exactly. And then, exactly. So, let's get these fans installed. Let's see here. And this will help with airflow, having the intake, bringing the cold air in. Cooling off the components, having the exhaust out the top and the back. And that's ideal. What you want to do is you want to have the front, bottom be intake, the rear, the top be exhaust. So air flows, cool air from the bottom. That's if you install fans. Pretty much Lian Li down there has rear or the bottom fans. Okay, let's get those screws. on that one. Okay, we'll move that up. Tighten those screws up. Man, I love this case. Lian Li makes some good cases. If you guys ever want to know where to get what kind of case to buy, the first answer will always be Lian Li. Or Deep Cool. Deep Cool makes some good cases too. That's that. Oh, let's see here. All right, Jeff, go eat some dinner. Okay, so let's get this one installed. Pull these fans through here, these little slots. Come on, you can do it. So I'll get that one installed. I really wish I charged up my WoW stick here so I can screw that faster. Oops, what am I doing? Yeah, building PCs isn't, it can be intimidating, but it's really not that hard, man. Do a lot of research. Reddit has a lot of forums, you know, on what you want to do, like why are you, building a PC? What are you building a PC for? You know, are you building for a specific game, productivity, what you're doing? And then I think it's the Reddit forum is like build a PC, I think, and they will recommend, components. Check out the website PC Part Picker. I always put all my parts in that website before I build, just to make sure there's nothing I'm missing for compatibility. Like some things aren't compatible with some things. And so by picking all your components, PC Part Picker, it will automatically flag something it knows that's not compatible. That's also a very good tool. Take a look at that. And then, yeah, I mean, like I said, go to YouTube University right here. And then take a look and watch other people build. Or, there's tons of different tutorials. Bitwit, Pulse Hardware. They have a lot of like in-depth tutorials. This one, what I might do is I might do like give you more, maybe do like a live stream for beginners, so I can explain myself a little bit better, rather than just kind of flying through a lot of this stuff, because I assume a lot of people might already know some of this stuff. But if I specifically flag it as, like PC building for beginners, then allow me to probably take more time to answer a lot of questions as I go. So I'll probably do that. But there's already so much stuff out there on YouTube. I mean, just basically Google it and you'll see tons of stuff. And they'll walk you through exactly what you need to do. And like I said, as far as building or knowing what to buy, hit up Reddit. Build a PC, I think, is the subreddit. They'll, just tell them what you want to do, what you want to use it for, what games specifically what you want to do for, what you want to have the PC for. And then they'll give you a list of components. You can verify by putting in the PC Part Picker. Buy it. And just take your time, man. Do a lot of research. It's fun. So for the sake of time, I'm going to skip these last two screws because I'd have to remove this see here once. Remove it. This 3.5 inch. This 3.5 inch drive bay. This is what I'm doing right now, so I can get the bottom screws on that fan, but I also like to have room for the PSU for the cables to pop out. And I'm not using the 3.5 inch any kind of hard drives. So I can just remove that thing, or I can just leave it in here, whatever. But I'm wondering if I have to remove it from the bottom, probably. Let's see here once. It's gonna actually allow me to remove it. Here, let's see here. Yeah, first build took you 4 hours, Andres. That's not too bad. I mean, that's pretty much what it takes. I mean, I could probably build a PC, you know, a little quicker and stuff, but first PC build for 4 hours, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, I usually take about 3 to 4 hours to build, sometimes longer depending on the build. It's not a race exactly. You want to make sure you do everything right. It's not looking for anything. You're not trying to win any awards or anything like that. You want to make sure you do everything right, make sure everything plugged in correctly. Man, my water cool builds, this take a while. Especially the bending tubes and stuff like that. I'm still kind of a beginner with that. Well, removing this thing, can I pop it out? Can I not remove it? That's dumb. Well then, what I'll do is I'm just gonna screw in. Where's my fan screws? Here we go. Yeah, screw it. This thing won't shake too much. Okay. Whatever. Let's just say I screwed in the bottom 2 on those fans. Whatever. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this 3.5 inch hard drive bay forward. And I'm gonna bring it just to give me a little buffer from the PSU. Hopefully you guys can see that. But still allow some for the, not totally block this fan. So I'm gonna put that back in. How's the build going? Build's going good. Yeah, HDD tray, yeah. Okay, whatever. Keeping that. Let's do the last fan in the back here. Last fan, so we want this as, here's the exhaust, going out the back. We want to put it like this so air moves out the back. And just remember to sometimes install the radiator. Can I get these cables up and over? That's another thing too, like if I had bigger hands, that would make it really tough building some of these PCs. Ryan, I have a good friend that owns a plastic fab shop. Let me know if you need tubing, etching, or any laser cut stuff. Yeah, that would be awesome, man. modding some of that stuff. Some PC mods would be sweet. Definitely. Keyboard cases, yeah. Worth being a little frugal with the PSU and going for 650 for a build like this. Probably. I mean, you could probably get by with a 650. Like 750 was a little bit large, but it's better to have more than less. But I think a 650 would be fine. Opinion the PCU isn't the best thing. Yeah, exactly, and that's one thing. It's a great tip. Fucking hammer stick is the PSU should not cheap out, because if you have a cheap PSU that ends up eventually ruining your components, under power, not providing good power, clean power, that could be bad. So don't cheap out on a PSU. Excellent advice. Very wise. Okay, let's get this fan installed, and we are one step closer to getting all the fans in. Man, hot. Would you guys stick around if I took my shirt off? Probably not, right? I'd be bailing too. Probably get banned to myself. Let's see, let's put this in here. Almost done. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going straight here, boy. Come on, you can do it. Go to your home. Too good for your home. Okay, cool. Looks like, here's the progress so far. We got 3 fans in the front, intake, exhaust, exhausting out, exhausting up, and got the motherboard installed. Looking good, guys, looking good. Okay, let's tighten it up a little bit. Let's pull these cables, because let's put maybe this front on. We got this cables pulled, and then there's this cable pulled here, good to go. Let's pop this front back on. And I like it has this little push pin here. Connector pins. That's cool. Pop that back on. Looking slick. Man, Lian Li. Gorgeous looking cases. Excellent quality. You can feel it too. I've built a lot of cases where you can feel just the metal is thin. Cheap out on, you know, type of material. Not Lian Li. Good stuff, and they price just right too. What do I want to do next? Probably PSU. Let's start hooking all that up, start hooking everything up. Actually, let me do the front I/O connectors here real quick. Let's get those plugged into the motherboard. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and show you guys what I'm doing. So it looks like in this case, which is pretty cool, They got a lot of cable shrouds here. So looks like the top power button, all that stuff, front I/O is behind that. So we're going to hook all this stuff up. Here's all these cables. So you got HD audio, power. Looks like you got your RGB, got your USB 3, and the front I/O, power reset, probably hard drive here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one by one, okay? HD audio. This, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flip it over, or I'm gonna show you guys this side. And I'm doing HD audio first. Typically on the motherboards that I've been at is your HD audio will be up here and it will have one pin missing in the 8-pin, be like a 7-pin. So let's plug that in. We're gonna run that up here. That's for your audio. 9-pin. That's why I thought I said that wrong. Yeah. So it's a HD audio. And then we're doing, let's do, here is a, here's for the RGB. This one's a 3-pin, 5-volt. Typically there's one down on the bottom. Let's see if this MSI board has one I can use. Yep, right here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, let's get a zoom in. Get you a zoom in. Get you a zoom in here a little bit here. Let's get a little zoomage. How's that looking? A little better, a little bit more. Good? Cool. All right, so what I did down here at the bottom, HD audio, and then found a 3-pin, 5-volt header, 5-volt 3-pin RGB header. What we're gonna do next, what's the next one we should do? Let's do this power button, reset button, and then let's do, come on, stay. All right, so typically the power button is in, the power switch is in the upper left. And so since you can't see that, I'm just gonna go ahead and should put this one in first. Yeah, let me take this RGB one out here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the power switch. And then we're gonna do the reset is below it. And then this one, power LED. And there's a little, like down here, I don't know if you can see it or if you want me to zoom in. There's a little legend. It basically kind of tells you what pin is what. And so the upper left is the positive. So you want to look at the cable itself. It says power LED positive. And so that one goes on the way upper left pin here. And then the negative goes right next to it. And if you have any questions, You can always look in your motherboard book, instructions, and showing you exactly where and what it is. But after building PCs after a while, you know where these are. And then let's go back to my RGB that I unplugged so I can get. So plug that in better. Okay, RGB. Everything going well? Link to the AIO. Also, you think you can get an AIO for lower end CPU like i5. Get an AIO for lower end CPU like an i5. 1040. So basically, you're just asking. Yeah, exactly, Zoe. Why don't you handle that? What games do you enjoy playing? Me? Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, the Deepcool Castle EX240, what we're using right now. I mean, either way, I mean, lower end AIO. I mean, one thing I like about the Deepcool is they're excellent price and excellent cooling. They're not as expensive as some of the NZXTs out there, which is some of the prices are ridiculous. They're beautiful pump right here, RGB on it. They cool really well. So you definitely can't go wrong with Deepcool. And what kind of, you ask me, what kind of games do I enjoy playing? I like first-person shooters. You know, I'm loving Cyberpunk so far. First-person shooter, man, I was really addicted to Star Wars Battlefront. I love Star Wars Battlefront. Miss that game. Played that game so much. And also Counter-Strike. Love that game. Halo. Man, Halo was awesome. Grew up on Halo. What about you, Zoe? What do you play? There's the USB 3. And then we got power right here. Is that it? Because here's my fans. USB 3. I think that's it. It looks like I don't have a USB 2, so that's cool. Ooh, Battlefront, I know. Valorant, I never played Valorant yet. Yeah, Star Wars, Battlefront was epic, I know. Battlefront is amazing. Yeah, Battlefront, the first one was, oh man, so good. I liked Battlefront 2 too. I know when it came out, a lot of people didn't like it. I still enjoyed it. But man, yeah, first Battlefront. Well, then you even go back to what, 2006, like way back, versus Battlefront 1, which, what, was that 2017, something like that? That game was sweet. I was so addicted to that game. I still want to jump back in there and play that. All right, so PSU, let's do that now. Fortnite, I never got into Fortnite. Valorant, been playing a lot of Rogue Company lately, cool. Fortnite, yeah, I never got into Fortnite. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna want to, PSU, you're gonna wanna install the fan. If it has a filter on the bottom, so it sucks the air in, cools off the PSU, that's what you want. It's the fan on the bottom. Oh man, I'm thinking about playing some Battlefront Star Wars, or Battlefront right now, that'd be fun. I'm working on getting my degree, but I want to get my toes wet. So speaking of being a technician, what's the best way to get into without a cert? A question, I'm working on getting my degree, but I want to get my toes wet. Being a technician, you talk about like a desktop technician? Like basically building computers or just in the tech world? Is that what you're saying? Experience, man. If you don't want to get a cert or don't have your degree yet, somehow get in get experience or get some sort of like, work on a service desk or something like that, being good with customer service. If you're technical, or even if you don't have a cert, you don't have a degree, it's fine. Experience goes a long ways. I know people where I work, they'll hire you if you have experience. They don't really care about certs. Degrees are nice to have, but not needed. So yeah, experience is key. If you know what you're doing, that is the best. I need those PSU screws. There it is. Yeah, exactly. Fucking hamsticks. You don't need a cert to be doing any of this stuff. Experience. Building, say, what do you say? Hi, turkey, subscribe. Sirkin. Okay, thanks. Hi, turkey, subscribes. Let's see. Where is my screwdriver? Okay, let's get this PSU mounted. I lost my screwdriver. Guys, isn't funny where to go. What'd you do with it? There it is. Let me zoom out a little bit. Guess you can't see that, right? We're done on the motherboard, so let's zoom out. Oops, wrong way. Okay, PSU. Got that installed down here. And we're gonna mount that, lock that into the case. There we go. We're getting closer, guys, getting closer. You guys excited? Let's see what this thing looks like. We got the RGB. Get this last screw in here, and then let's start hooking up some power cables, and then boom, we're getting so close. Let's see here, keyboard is on your desk. So fucking Hammersticks knows that. Under the case, the keyboard is a IDBOA ID80. The Kale, yep, Cyberpunk switches, an SA Cyberpunk cap. Yeah, it's the Cyberpunk pumper keycap switch. With the cables from Space Cables, it's the popular laser. And then this guy up here is the Pillars of Miami, little artisan keycap, which is really cool. So yeah, this IDBOA, it's not bad. It's more of a, like, I don't know if you're familiar with all the mechanical keyboard industry. It's more of a cheaper keyboard, but it has a hot swap plate on it and stuff, so you can swap out the switches easy. You don't have to solder them. So I don't know how much you know about keyboards. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But yeah, it's kind of a cheaper entry level hot swap mechanical keyboard. But I think it looks pretty good, especially with these SA profile caps on it. Definitely looks pretty good. All right, cool. So we have, let's start plugging things in. And we're gonna plug in my CPU here. You guys want to see the front, maybe? And then we can cable manage the back a little bit. How you guys doing? Doing good? All right. so what we're gonna want to do, we already powered in this CPU up here. We need motherboard. Let's get that going. And then power this thing here. So we got power up all these guys, and let's get these GPU cables up here. Yeah, I wish I didn't have this Corsair PSU. I'd have better GPU cables. I don't like the ones that come with the PSU. Oh, sweet, Adriel. I'm glad you learned a lot. Thanks a lot. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. It means a lot to me. Let's plug in this motherboard, and we're going to get the GPU plugged in. We're so close. So close. Okay, I think we're good. Motherboard's plugged in. I like this big, beefy cable here. It's not gonna fit me on that. Okay, so we got these cables up for the GPU, and then we are going to plug in the GPU, and I think we are extremely close. Let's take off this guy. Never liked stock Corsair cables. Yeah, I know, man. I don't either. Like, look at the GPU. I got the splitters on here. Like, I don't know, man. I got too many cables popping out. Like, it looks just ugly. Oh well, I got to work with what I got though, right? If it works, it works. We can make it look pretty. Maybe when there's some better stuff in stock, or when there's stuff in stock. Yeah, man, I couldn't even get a GPU. I'd use my own. And we went back and forth on even a PSU. Ridiculous. So I ended up with this Corsair one. Wish I would have had one that I could use my cable mod cables. All right, flip that switch back. Let's pop this in. All right, golden. Let's pop, get these screws in here. The screws back. All right. How we doing, guys? Okay. I mean, that's just, I don't know about that. These Of course there are cables, man. Let's get this one in here, and man, we are so close. Why do you have these splitters on here? Horrible. Ugly. Ugly cables. All right. We all good? Almost. Let's hook up these fans to the Commander Pro. How are we doing? Cool. All right, we got the almost done, guys. Thanks for sticking around. I know these PC builds take a while. Appreciate you guys being moderators. Appreciate you guys being whoever's still on the stream. Thank you. We got this one. We're going to do so we're going to start with this fan here. It's going to be number 1 on the Commander Pro. Maybe I can, if you guys want me to zoom in, I can. Okay, Commander Pro is gonna do it all. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Have a good day, man. You too, little Dory. So, we're gonna do number 1 right here. This is going to be plug into number 1 on the PWM, and then here is the RGB or the RGB LED hub, and this one plugs into the Commander Pro using the USB hub. And then so this other cable on each fan goes and plugs in to the RGB. So let's do that with number 2. Number 2, assume would be this one here. Assume this is it here, number 2. Do the same, number 2, and then number 2 on the LED hub. Boom. And then we're gonna do number 3. We got RGB. Plug that in right here. And then we got fan speed, number 3. And then number 4, fan speed. Number 4, RGB. Oops, number 4. Helps, 4, not a 6. And then we got RGB, number 5. And then we got 5 fan speed, number 6 fan speed, and number 6 RGB. Hey, what's up, Vici? I assume that's the way you say it. Better late than never, I know. It's awesome, dude. I'm glad you're able to stop by. You're 15 hours ahead. What time is it right now? Like 9, 10, 11? 11 a.m.? You're in the middle of your workday, aren't you? All right, cool. So this controls, what's up, Eric? How you doing, bud? Right now we're finishing up and hooking up all the fans. Got the Commander Pro and the LED hub. And we're ready to, let's see here, let's cable manage this a little bit because there's a lot of chaos going on around here. we are going to bring these cables. These cables come down, got Velcro here. Let's bring this and wrap that up here. Got these cables, so I can use some Velcro. Let's go. And use maybe one more Velcro strip for these cables. Kind of tighten these up a little bit. Where should I put this? Right here. Kind of grab these cables from this side. And then, oh, thanks, Eric. Awesome. Glad you were able to stop in. It means a lot. It means a lot to me, brother. You have the same case? Yeah, this is the from Newegg. I wanted to get the mesh, but this is the Lian Li Lancool II. Obviously, you know that. You said you had the same case. In this case, yeah, man. I love Lian Li. I love all Lian Li stuff. It's great. Any case I've seen of theirs, amazing. All right, so let's kind of do maybe one up here, and then let's do, let's see here once. Boom. Let's get in over here. Get some Velcro straps in here. All right. Man, I mentioned I'm hot. Oh, come on, man. Those of you who have big hands, I feel sorry for you trying to build PCs. Man, I don't even have big hands and I have a hard time getting into some of these small spaces. Jeez. Yeah, of course, VC, Vici, is that how you say it, VC? So late, hey, it's already 11:50 out here in Philippines. Happy hearing my name from you. Is that how you say it, Vici, VC? Send you some Black Panther stuff. Come on. Stupid Velcro. I need to get this in here, man. All right. Screw you, Velcro. Let's see if I can get the other way, maybe. Yeah, works. Go. Better. Oh, let's see here. Off to bed. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for moderating. Happy as the con has been con. Great first stream, brother. Looking forward to what's coming. Yeah, me too, brother. Yeah, first stream. Not too bad. I'm hoping to continue streaming, get bigger and bigger. So this is just the beginning, my brother. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Go off to bed. And we'll talk to you later, my man. It's pronounced as letter V and C. Oh, yeah. Sweet, dude. VC. There's a mesh kit for this case you can purchase on Newegg. Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably. I bet you could probably just take this front panel off, just make it a mesh. Makes sense. Where do I store my RGB hub? Now, yeah, fucking Hammer Sticks. PC Philanthropy, thanks for moderating. Go off to bed. I think we're winding down anyways. Thanks for moderating. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Store your RGB hub. That's a good question. I don't usually take a lot of time to make the back look pretty. You can. I've seen a lot of awesome cable management skills. I make it somewhat look pretty. I mean, make it look, or I basically manage. I don't take a whole lot of time. Forgot to plug this USB. Make it so it's not like a rat's nest, I guess you could say. I like to try and just at least wrap up where the cables are coming on this side. The ones that are coming down here, usually just kind of Velcro tie some of these down here. Let me plug in this USB here. And then we are going to, man, we are so close. Okay, USB, plug that cable into the USB hub, and that's so this thing can talk. Commander Pro can control the fan speeds and all that stuff. We need 2 more plugs here. We're gonna plug into the SATA here. It's so close, guys, so close. Okay, let me zoom out. You probably can't even see that. Let me zoom out a little bit. Whoop, wrong way. All right, is that good? All right, guys. What's up, Deadpool? Take a help. Interesting and brilliant. I'm from India. What's up, buddy? I think I noticed about Sir Ryan videos, the B-rolls are now more looking great and more attention catcher. Yeah, thanks, bud. Yeah, the more I'm learning my camera, you know, different shots. Definitely learning a lot and hopefully getting better and better. So hopefully this is just the beginning, man. Keep growing. I'll be doing a lot more live streams, I know that. Yeah, I'm having fun so far, and that's the most important part. I'm having fun doing it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Got a lot more setups coming, more theme setups. What more theme setups you guys looking for? What's up, Morrow? Nice of you to pop back in. Looks like I am almost ready to turn this bad boy on. We have, I think, everything pretty much plugged in, ready to go. I'm sure I missed something because it's kind of winding down and, oh man, these cables are so ugly. Why did I, Corsair, man, these are just horrible cables. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so let's get ready to pop back in. Yeah, spawn setup would look cool. I like the way you think. What color scheme is your top favorite? Right there. Black and white. With that PC, I think I like black and white. My favorite. All right, so let's power this bad boy on. Let's see what kind of damage we did. Because I think I got everything. Everything's powered in, cables. And let's make sure this bad boy powers on. Let's turn on. Here's the boom. We got a dust filter up here. And let's plug this in. Let's see. Let's see if we did it. Let's flip this on here. And wah wah wah. Nope, it did. Never mind. I was like wah wah wah. What did I forget? Sweet. It's alive. It's alive. All right, guys, we did it. Let me pop this on. Let's peel off some of this stuff. It's making a slight rattle, though. What are you rattling for, man? All right, how's it look? Let's turn it around and get the RGB in the front. Take a look at this. Oh, this is hidden. That's what it is. Ooh, look at this. Nice. Nice. What are your plans with the PC? Perfectly sync. This one is a build for Newegg. So they sent me the components and then I built it, and then I'm gonna have to tear it down and send it back to them. So nothing, unfortunately, because that would be pretty cool, huh? But yeah, so this is a Newegg Now build. Picked out all the components, all the available components. Man, everything is all sold out everywhere. So I had to use my own GPU. I had to use, we had to go back and forth like a couple weeks. Like on some of the components I would pick out weren't available. And so that was annoying. So that's why these cables, especially the PSU cables, like the PSU, I normally get Seasonic power supplies because I have a bunch of cable mod cables that look way better than this. I hate using the vendor included PSU cables, especially these ones, I think kind of ugly, but obviously they didn't have any of those. Seasonic PSUs, or even Thermaltake, I believe, takes the PSU cables, the same type of PSU cables, because you can't, interchange them. So I had to go with Corsair PSU that was available, and building this PC for you guys. Good to chat with a lot of you guys, and we did it. Officially powers on, guys. Oh man, we gotta peel off the. You guys ready for the peel? I'm gonna have to zoom in for this. Do you guys want to see it like this, or do you want to see it? Let's do it like this. Let's zoom in. You guys ready for the peel? I don't know. I think you guys are ready. Ooh, there we go. Peel coming right up. Come on. Focus. All right. I don't think you guys are ready. So PC for beginners, good price range. All it kind of depends on your budget. This one's an $1,800. Actually, we used RGB, the Corsair QL 120s, and that bumps the price up about $350. It all depends on your budget. Some people have a lot more money for the first PC. Some people only have $500. So all it kind of depends. But you can get a pretty good PC for like 1,000. You can get some pretty decent PCs. 1,500, I think, was my first PC. Ooh, looking good, looking good. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, and so you need this PC, definitely. You need the PC or you need the case. Because this is one that's actually available right now. I tried getting a mesh that had the mesh front, but they didn't have it. Because, God forbid, anything be in stock these days, right? But this one, I love all Lian Li products. And this is one hot case. Let's do this back tempered glass. Let's get this one in. Looking good. Sweet. We did it, guys. We did it. Glad you guys could stop by. Means the world to me. Love you guys. Love you. Cable management could be better, but whatever. You guys see that? Hard to see. Let's get that peel going. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Good. Nice. XVC. Both, yeah, it's pretty good and cool. Unless you can get the new 5000 series of Ryzen there and sold out single. Yeah, unless you can get the new 5000 series of Ryzen, they beat out Intel single core. Yeah, man, I want to get so many good. I want to get so many new stuff right now, but man, everything's sold out. Can't even get myself a 3000 series GPU, 3080. Can't even do that. Couldn't even, this is, I don't know if you've been around for a while. This is my own GPU. GPUs are all sold out everywhere. So, looking good. Is that out of focus? Let's see if I can get that back into focus. Sweet. Focus, focus, focus. Cool. All right, guys. Posted. Good. 12 feet if you use the tape measure for my bedroom. I have the same case, yeah. So I have the screws that hold the back panels. That's the only part I don't like because it looks very cheap. Are you talking about the... So this one had the tempered glass. Are you talking about the screws? Because this one has tempered glass. AO looks cleaner in my opinion, yeah. I like the deep cool. This is the Castle 240EX. Yeah. Yeah, that holds the panel. Oh yeah, to hide all the wires. Yeah, the shrouds or whatever, the cable shroud thing. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, they're just with those thumb screws, weren't they? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, if that's your only gripe, that's pretty good gripe. Or, you know, it's still a pretty good case. Everything else is pretty good quality. I love Lian Li. Yeah, AO looks cleaner. Yeah. I wonder, man, this case is begging to be water cooled, isn't it? It's got some nice little pump res combo right here. Man, I wish I could keep this. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks. How do you say your name? Shri Harsha Bhat. Probably butchered it. Sorry. Thanks, bud. You guys mean the world to me. Thanks for stopping in, saying hi. Appreciate you guys. My first stream ever. I'm gonna be doing a lot more. Is my camera tilted? Probably. What's up, Banjo? How you doing, buddy? Rubber came off with, oh yeah, I can see that. Especially if you're tightening it down, those thumb screws. Man, yeah. I think the same thumb screws are on the GPU too. You tighten those down, and then yeah, the little plastic thing pops off. Yeah, it's, I don't know why they do that. The rubber gasket thing. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, the case is good for water cooling. Did you cool yours, Neil? And Lian Li definitely allows a lot of room for water cooling, which is cool. Definitely. If I had all the money in the world, I'd probably buy all the Lian Li cases. These are pretty good looking cases. And definitely fits them. Really look cool water cooling. You know what I want to do? I want to do a build. No RGB. I want to do black with maybe like a chrome or a gold or something like that. No RGB. That would look kind of cool. Water cooling. I wonder if that would look really cool. One of these days, probably that'll be one of my builds here. Yee, lots of streams to come. That's right, buddy. Yeah, this is my first stream. This one's for Newegg, building a PC for them. And there's gonna be a lot more streams. I'm gonna be doing other streams, not only for Newegg. Probably do Newegg once a month. So what I do is I pick out components that are available. They send to me, and then I tear this down, have to send them back. And then start the whole process over again, see what's available, go back and forth, trying to get actual components in. Everything's so scarce, it's ridiculous, not even fun. And then, so I'll probably do this once a month. I assume the whole rotation by the time I get something in will probably be next month, send it back, do the whole process. So once a month, Newegg builds, at least for this. I want to do other streams, probably starting, you know, here YouTube, Twitch. I want to probably do some where I interview like setup owners, like some of these cool people that have some gorgeous setups. Even you guys probably have some gorgeous setups. I'll probably ask if you guys, you know, submit your pictures. And I want to do something different where maybe I get you on a live stream, or if you don't want to talk or anything like that, basically kind of interact live and talk about setups, good setups. I also want to do, because I get a lot of questions about how I can improve my setups. So I would probably just kind of be like giving advice to people, because I've already kind of done that a lot to whatever people send me pictures and ask for a quick advice. I think that would be kind of cool to maybe stream that too, and then you guys can kind of see what advice that I give. Also, doing a live, I want to see what kind of stuff that you guys even recommend, because just because I recommend stuff doesn't mean that it's the best idea. And then fucking Hammersticks, he's still alive. What are you doing around, dude? I thought you were going to bed, but he's still alive. That's funny. Yeah, VC. Successful first stream. Thanks, buddy. Looking forward to upcoming videos and stream. Really appreciate how you entertain with your viewers. Thanks, my man. You guys make all the difference, giving me positive feedback. It means I'm doing something right. Thanks a lot. Do you like Lancool 215? You know, I do. I'm trying to think what that case is. If it is what I think it is, yeah. I mean, obviously I love all Lian Li cases. They're good. Other bad thing is find someone to buy the GPU. Yeah, anti-seg bracket for me at Micro Center. Love the way panels open. Yeah, look forward to the next stream. Yeah, I love the way the panels open on this one too. Black and brass build, bro. I know, dude. Let's do that. Black and brass would be sweet. Yeah, I love the panels. I love the way this opens up. Yeah, it's really cool. The AIO lines up. The CPU is supposed to be on the bottom. Heard that's a proper way to run it. Other ways, where's the proper pump out? So, Mr. Big Worm, no, you can do so. There's a lot of clarification around that. So you're obviously Gamers Nexus big fan. So am I. Awesome fan. And you can install the pump on top. It's fine. So as long as the radiator is above the pump, it's fine. Even if you installed it in the front, it's when preferably have the tubes on the bottom. That would be preferred. That's the best way to do it. You can have it on top. That's fine. If you have the radiator, the top of the radiator above the pump, that's still fine. So take a look at Gamers Nexus. If you want, shoot me an email or DM and I can shoot you exactly where he says that. As long as the top of the radiator is above the pump, the tubes are fine to be on top. Preferably down below. That's the way it's supposed to be. Down below for best performance, all the water can get, the pump can flow, get everything. You don't get the pump whine and all that stuff, and it doesn't wear the pump out. But he said also, the main thing is when you have the radiator, the top of the radiator below the pump, that is the biggest problem. But having on top is fine. It's good to go. Which monitor is best ultra-wide? Which monitor is best ultra-wide, or if you're asking which is the best ultra-wide or standard, you know, it just depends what you like. Ultra-wide is more immersive. Well, some people don't like ultra-wide, some people like double monitors. I used to have a 4-monitor setup. I miss that. I miss a dual monitor, but I went for a more of a clean, minimal. I wanted to kind of have my setup. I didn't have enough for 2. Well, I mean, I guess I could put 2, but I want to try an ultra-wide. So it just kind of depends what you want to do. If you want a game, you want it on ultra-wide, more immersive, you got, you know, the 1440p, 3440, 1440p. You know, that's always fun to game on rather than just a single 27, unless you want to, you know, expand it to all your monitors, but then you have the bezels and stuff like that. So it's up to you. It's all just subjective. As a new PC gamer, I'm looking forward to more streams and videos. Yeah, bud. Yeah, Jace Olsen Games. Thanks, man. Ferris, hey, man. Thanks for inspiring me to install 3D wall panels on my own, my personal setup. Do it, man. It's awesome. These wall panels are pretty cool. They're really catching on. I mean, a lot of people have them now. It's ridiculous. I think when I got these installed, I only saw one other person at the time. Now they're everywhere. Mr. Big Worm, I appreciate it. Sweet, dude. Well, I'm glad you guys stopped in. 9:14, a little past 3 hours. It's way past fucking Hammerstick's bedtime. I'm surprised he's even still around if he's still alive. Maybe he's sleep texting. So I'm glad you guys stopped in. There's gonna be more streams to come, so stay tuned. This is just the first of many. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing more live streams, and I'm gonna be doing more So this is Newegg Now live stream. I'm going to be doing other live streams, doing other things too. It's a lot easier. I was talking earlier, a lot easier building these PCs because, if I do time-lapse builds, everything takes so long because every time you do something, you have to line up the camera, get the lighting, to capture what you're doing, to get, to potentially make it in that time-lapse video. You got to go edit. It just takes forever. So I like these live streams. Plus, I get to interact with you guys. It's amazing. Love you guys. So thanks for stopping by. Any other questions before I call it and grab myself a beer? I like your keyboard. Thanks, buddy. So the keyboard is actually Adam the Cookie. So the keyboard is actually, this is one, I don't know if you saw my Cyberpunk setup. It is kind of the Cyberpunk theme. So it's the Boa ID80. It's more of a cheaper mechanical keyboard, hot swap plate on it, so you can, I don't know how much you know about keyboards, so you can pop in the switches, swap them out easy, hot swap, rather than soldering them to the plate. So the keycaps are Cyberpunk Pumper keycaps. This one right here is the Pillars of Miami Artisan keycap, Space Cables laser cable. So yeah, this thing is pretty sweet. I got a couple other keyboards that are a lot better than this Boa one, but it's a good starter keyboard. So if you're getting in, or if you know about it, I don't know what your knowledge is with mechanical keyboards, but it's decent. It's more of an entry-level keyboard. Sorry, sound panels. Let's see here. Once like a keyboard, the black panels are showing black lines through on my side. So we're saying the black panels are showing black lines through on my side. Same. Sorry, sound panels. Black lines? What are you talking about? 3 monitors are bust. Yeah, no doubt. Sound panels. Yeah, 3 fucking hammer sticks. Yeah, you definitely got. I used to have 4. That was a lot. Yeah, Morrow. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Can't wait for more to come. Enjoy a cold one on Easter. Only one. Enjoy maybe well, let's be honest. I'm old. It's already 9/4/17 here, so I'll probably get in 3, 4. Challenge accepted though. Maybe I can throw in a 6er. I gotta work tomorrow though. Oh, Soma, I missed the whole build. Well, guess what? Yeah, go to bed. Fucking hammer sticks. Soma, we got more to come. So it depends on where you're located. I'm gonna try and do. I tried to have this one on a Saturday to try and catch some of my UK friends, India, VCs over in Philippines. I got people all over the place. So this one is a little 6 p.m. my time. Maybe we'll try and do some weekend builds, try and get some more people in that works better for them. But I had some internet problems that I couldn't get it done on Sunday, so here we are on Tuesday. But yeah, definitely. I got a lot more coming, so this is not the last one. Stay tuned. Yeah, and black lines over his face. I got black lines over my face? Oh my God. I think it's time for me to go then. Looks like terrible green screen almost. Really? I see the same as well. Can you send a pic if you have your email? Yeah, I just texted him something going on with the DSL Zoom, I think. Well, how about this then? How about we maybe just call it then, because I think we're done. Let me see my camera's probably having problems. I'll try one more thing. Any better? Either way, we probably need to call it here in a little bit. Thanks, dude. Some kind of screen noise. Check your phone for the line thing. Let's check my phone. Let me see here once. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So that is, yeah, from the DSLR. Which usually those lines, those zebra lines, typically when something's overexposed. So check this once here. Let me see. I bet that might be better, huh? I bet it was because it was overexposed. That's interesting that it shows up. Typically that's not supposed to show up. Is that gone? Definitely VC, considering the people from Asia, other countries. Yeah, definitely, I understand. I love talking to everyone across the world. It's so awesome that we can do this. Isn't technology awesome? Like, what, 10, 15 years ago? Who'd have thought that I'd be talking to people from Philippines live, India? It's awesome, guys. Fresh PC, thanks. RG Gamer 2.0, thanks, buddy. Let's see here. Focusing is clear. Had it for a second when he walked over the cam. Me gusta el PCO. Nice. Reduce better Indians. Where'd you learn how to build PCs? So if these black lines are gone, then well, there's probably some right over here. It's interesting that it shows up because those are like the zebra stripes when things are overexposed. So it's interesting. And on my face. Oh, I gotta call it here in a little bit, anyways. It's interesting. Where did I learn how to build PCs? Basically, I've been in the IT industry for a long time. Got my degree in IT, computer science, programming, and all that stuff. And then, you know, I just love building, or I just started building PCs from learning from others, learning online, and just loved the joy, or you know, the kind of doing this, like taking these components and building something awesome like this, and just having the joy when it's actually finished. Like, yay, it works. And then learned, I guess, I don't know, online, YouTube University. Of course, when I was building PCs, YouTube wasn't around. So I think we just had a bunch of geek friends, and we just kind of learned how to do it, just kind of by playing around with things. Better now, looks sick, only slightly, yeah, over the light now. So that is interesting. So when it's overexposed, you see these little zebra stripes. It's interesting why you guys can see that. Typically you can see it like on my monitor, so I think it's probably my indication, or maybe it's the camera telling me that it's time to wrap it up. Last call. Would you think the RTX 3000 series inventory would be stable? Yeah, geez, man, I don't know, man. The bots can stop buying everything, and then I don't know. I'd like to hopefully say before COVID. This whole COVID thing is messing everything up. Trying to get these components, like even just getting these components here from Newegg. You know, like I said, we went back like multiple times. Here's what I want. Nope, we don't have that. Try something else. Okay, try this. Nope, we don't have that. It's like, well, your inventory, when I sent the email like a day or two ago, said it did have it. Like, so everything, this whole COVID thing is just messing up shipping, messing up costs, you know, scarcity of all these components. I don't know. I'd like to say hopefully soon, but I have no clue. Maybe when COVID ends. This is annoying. So everyone get back to work and start making these products. Start making these components. Do you do build for these clients? This one is for Newegg. They pinged me and asked if I wanted to build for them, and I said, of course. And I don't do commission builds because I don't want to ship it off. These weigh a lot. Shipping is going to be expensive and potential damaged. So if you're in the Denver area, though, I will. I build for people locally here in Denver. Might try reducing the exposure a notch in the camera. That might take care of it, yeah. So I could reduce the exposure, and that would take care of the zebra stripes. Still waiting for my step up low. Yeah, step up. LOL. Oh, I see. For my step up. Any plans for the new Lian Li 011 Mini? Well, thanks. Perfectly forward. You buddy with a great stream. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Good first stream. I'm gonna do this a lot more. So VC, to answer your question, I have both the black and the white minis coming, and I want to do at least a water cool in some of them. I don't know, maybe if I make it themed. That probably is a little bit better. It's a lot darker. Probably gets rid of the zebra stripes though. A little darker though, but nah, there's still zebra stripes though on that. So yeah, I'll probably do a water cool in at least one of them. I don't know. I just love Lian Li so much. Love their cases. And then I couldn't decide black or white. Obviously, I'm always keen to white. It's different, and obviously I got a white build. So I got both of them because I couldn't decide. They'll definitely come in handy. Or, you know, they definitely won't go to waste. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Perfectly flawed. That makes sense. Thanks, buddy. Perfectly flawed. All right, man. Any other questions before we call it and I go grab myself a beer? Nope. All right, guys. It's the first of many. So stay tuned. If you're not following me on Twitter, that's where I like to kind of, it's easy to give updates saying, hey guys, here's what I got going on. Follow me on Twitter. I think it's P Battlestations. So make sure you follow me on Twitter for all notifications and stuff, for some sweet pics that I try to take pictures of. I'm not very good at being consistent though. Instagram is good. Anyways, I love you guys. YouTube, you know, without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So will be the many more to come. So thank you for your support. It means the world to me. Love you guys, and stay tuned for some more to come. Next stream, I do not know. What kind of beer? I don't know, some sort of IPA. We'll see what I got in the fridge. What do I got down there? I think I got New Belgium beers. I feel like an IPA tonight. And then next stream, don't know. I'm gonna try and maybe do at least one live stream every week. Newegg now builds probably once a month. But now that I got my first live stream done and kind of getting familiar with OBS Studio, how to do these live streams and all that stuff, getting everything set up for the live stream, I'm probably gonna do it a lot more often. This one is more straight on. I'm gonna probably do some other live streams sitting at my desk, so you'll see behind me when I'm sitting at my desk when I'm not doing builds, so we'll see that. But I don't know. Follow me on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, make one. Follow me on Twitter. And because I think I might also do some Twitch too. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If you guys are on Twitch, follow me. I think I'm PC_Battlestations, but I think it's hard to search. Maybe because I don't have anything on there right now. They need to fix my search results. When you try and search for me, I guess it doesn't come up. But I guess in my videos, you can look at the description and my socials. Click on that link. Follow me there if you're on Twitch, because I'm going to start doing some Twitch too. Grow that audience a little bit. Start doing some of that. Unless you think I should just stay on YouTube, but I'm going to try and grow Twitch too. So, would you ever make a PC build tutorial in 2021? Soma, yes, I would. Like I said, I think earlier on, kind of judged on, like people who are familiar with PC building already. I assumed it was kind of mostly people that were familiar with PC building. I am definitely going to do a tutorial. I'm going to do a live stream for beginners. So if you tune into that live stream, I'll probably do that here shortly. Where I go more in depth, I'll probably take a little bit more time on explaining everything I'm kind of doing a little bit more in depth rather than just kind of throwing everything together and kind of chatting with you. I'll probably go through and explain everything I'm doing and kind of what to look for, what to do. So yeah, I will definitely have that, so stay tuned, Soma. Whoa, that's cool. Big fan of Lian Li cases so much I had a 3D art. Yeah, nice. 3D art with Lian Li 011 like yours is my dream one. Yeah, definitely a VC, I know. Stay safe, you take care. Make a $700 budget RGB madness, please. Yes, I can do that. I want to definitely do a budget PC, so that is coming up. Can ever be out parts to build a PC in 2021. Perfectly flawed, exactly. That is the problem. That's also the problem with this. I had, some of these picks weren't my first choices. But yeah, man, I can't wait till this COVID thing is over or till people get back to work and start making these. And so all these components aren't so scarce. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'll do my best. Budget RGB builds are scary, trying to get all the same RGB to work with each other. It's true. Yeah, everything fights with each other because you download their lighting software, the motherboard, the fans, Corsair, IQ, you got Asus motherboard software likes to fight NZXT. I haven't had too many problems, but yeah, that is a problem I know, where every lighting software ends up fighting with each other. I wish it would have made it easier. I mean, I don't know what's so hard. Everyone wants to control with their software, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Okay, yeah, 1660 is like $400, which is ridiculous. What do you do with all the PCs once you're done building them? So this one, Ferris, is for Newegg now, or Newegg. So this is a Newegg now build. So I contracted with them to build PCs for them. So I requested, we went back and forth and got components that were actually in stock, build it for them. So this for Newegg now, I have to send this back to them. And then all my other PCs, so I basically have kind of like a couple sets of full PCs that I can build. And what I do is when I review cases and all that stuff, I just reuse components I already have and see what it looks like in the case and stuff like that. So right now I'm just reusing components because I'm not rich like all the TechSource and all that stuff where they can afford to buy, or they get more stuff for free. They get the GPUs for free, they get probably motherboards for free. I don't. I get cases for free right now, some of them. And then, so yeah, once I get big enough, or once I can afford to actually buy new components for everything, if I buy it myself, I can actually start selling them. For right now, I'm just reusing all my components. I got a lot of cases though. I need to start getting rid of cases. But the problem is if I have to ship them or give them a giveaway, do giveaways on them and stuff like that, shipping can be really expensive, especially overseas. And I hate doing US only giveaway because that abandons everyone else basically. But shipping costs are insane once you leave the United States. It's ridiculous. Let's see here, go with PCs. There's too much for someone to make a third-party software. Exactly. It's got to be a way, exactly. I mean, basically, that's, if you're familiar with registry, and that's what I want to do, that's kind of what I do in my full-time job too, is I can go into registry and tweak settings. Basically, all this software does, basically just probably changes registry settings in your operating system on change it to this color, change it to this color, and they're all like either hexadecimal or whatever. They got an R, they got a G, they got a B value, and I want to come up with some sort of script that taps in and changes those registry keys. Basically, I got to click at a button, and I want to take a look into that, but of course I got no time. There's got to be a third party that can do this, because if I thought of it, I don't know if it's tougher than that, maybe it is, but all it is the software is just, each software is just changing the value, but it's probably more complicated than what I'm thinking of too, but there's got to be a third party that can get in there and just do that. But every individual vendor's software probably changes through each version. That would be kind of a nightmare to maintain once everything changes and all that stuff. And do you charge for the software? Is it open source? I don't know. It'd be kind of tough. No one's done it before, so I don't know, man. Cool. So I have zero experience with building a PC. Well, we'll hook you up. There's a lot of tutorials online if you don't want to wait for mine. Paul's Hardware, Bitwit makes some excellent tutorials. There's all kinds of good tutorials on there. Go to YouTube University, all the videos up there. Unless you want to wait for mine, I would appreciate it. I'll go in and try and do a little bit more in-depth beginner tutorial here. Managed to snag an RX 570 8 gig for 90 bucks. Nice. DT Jank, completely new to the PC building scene and trying to find the right parts pretty overwhelming due to the sheer amount of different brands types. I know it can definitely be overwhelming. Go to PC Part Picker to make sure everything's compatible. You can plug in each component, make sure it's all compatible. If you're on Reddit, go to a subreddit called Build a PC. There, you basically just you ask a question saying, I want to do this with this PC, or here's what I want to do. I want to play this game, I want to do this specifically. They will give you advice on what components to get. And then once you know the components to get, basically just do tons of research on how to build a computer, watch my videos, or there's a lot more better in-depth videos out there. And then just do tons of research. It's really not that hard. It's pretty easy. And it's so satisfying once you complete it. Want a gaming PC for free? Please give me. Yeah, that would be great. Me too. Explain gamers, nothing's for free. These are expensive. Yeah, I'd be willing to pay a little bit more money for that. Yeah, TechSource complains for one slight mess up in cable management. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for yours. Sweet. Thanks, Soma. Save. I know he's watching the stream. No one is watching the stream, but I want to tell you I'm from India. Thanks. There's one strip we can get roasted hard. Yep. Man, I wish I could build the PC. Broke my arm. Career ended. Oh man, that sucks. Career ended. Scarier than some of it's not difficult. Exactly, perfectly flawed. It seems scarier than it is. It's not. It's really not that hard. I mean, it's kind of like, we got a round peg with a round hole. There's things that are meant to fit certain places. Do your research. It's really not that hard. It's easy. Australia gang, where are y'all at? All right, Australia. I'm in Denver right now, and I need to hit it. So, this PC is done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for stopping by. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you. Stay tuned for more videos on my YouTube channel. hook up my Twitter to get more updates on my next stream. I'm going to try and do some streams once a week. We'll see when the next one is. Might wait for after the holidays though. So, all right, guys. Love you guys. Jason, you're still here? Jeez. Go to bed. All right, buddy. Night, night. All right, guys. Night, buddy. Thanks, guys, for stopping in. Love you guys. Take care. Stay safe out there.